Oh my god,
Let's
it
go.
feels like we're streaming or something. Hi!
Oh my god, Scoob. It's almost like we're streaming.
Welcome to the... Leon, you sound so good right now.
What? Oh my god, that's so crazy.
God, the gimmick of this session is we all just sound painfully unenthusiastic.
Oh man,
Woohoo!
it again.
Welcome to the Cursed Ones.
What? We're doing what?
We're doing the Cursed
can't.
Ones! It's actually exciting!
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Hi everyone!
Yes!
Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where we play Dungeons and Dragons at the end of every week, or the beginning, depending on how you view Sunday. Hi! I haven't thought of a question of the day. I jokingly said last night, because some of us were watching Mr. Booha play FNAF Security Breach.
How did your computer handle that one,
by the
buddy?
way, which is awful, by the way. But part of me was jokingly like, what's your favorite FNAF animatronic? Let's do it! It's awful! FNAF. Best
I know what's
game of the year. Oh my god. Okay, so
Same price
nicknames.
as Kirby Planet Robot. Same price as Kirby Planet Robot.
Price. Oh yeah. You know, it's about the same price as those like Dead by Daylight, Little Nightmares, and such. There's so
Yeah,
many
don't
better
you love it
games
when
you
the
can get.
studio releases a completely unfinished game?
Don't you love when like there's no bugs ever? By the way, Egg was playing like,
No
a blind
bugs.
run. Egg was playing a blind run without any like speedrun strats, and we still managed to soft lock the game at one point by doing nothing. So
Yeah.
I
got caught. I got caught. I got natural. Anyway, I'll talk about it when it comes to me. Then you have to talk to me.
all bark, no bite. Who are you? Who's your favorite Five Nights at Freddy animatronic?
Wow, that's a good question. I guess we're talking like we're in 5th grade again. Honestly, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Hi, I'm Kiki. I play Lelee. My favorite animatronic is good old Teapot William Afton. I think he's funny. I like the way he moves.
So the bite of 83. No.
So the bite of it. All right.
Hi, I am Hammy's biggest fan because I am Hammy's biggest fan. If no one else in the world supports Hammy, I will still be there to support Hammy. If nobody I assume I'm dead if there are no supporters of Hammy because I love that man, and everyone in here bullies him.
I've never done such things.
That's fair.
I
You're free.
have.
You get to bully me vicariously by purchasing me Mr. Beast Burger. I don't know why that's.
So do it again.
No. Hi.
Over.
Hi, I'm Dean the Dungeon Master. I really don't want to eat more Mr. Beast Burger. And my favorite animatronic is Moondrop. Wow, I love when he just like clips through the tunnels so well. I love Sundrop too. I love when Sundrop has a crouch animation and it genuinely shocks me so much that I jump a little bit because I didn't expect the game to be good enough to have a crouch animation.
The
I also
only jump scare
love
that we've had so
how-
far.
How people have turned him into
game, not
sexy
sad on
men.
your part.
That is, it's such a game. I love the fact that you can just completely soft lock Moondrop and stop his AI by a basic mechanic of the boss fight. I love FNAF, guys.
It's not even out of the box thinking. It's
I'm the
not.
Dungeon Master.
You're
I
still
play
in
everyone
the
else.
box.
All right, Snarpo9, who are you? Who's your favorite animatronic from FNAF?
Hi, I'm Sonoko9. I play Own, Unknown, also known as Own, and I'm gonna choose my cop-out answer of the little costume robots again.
They're the only valid thing in FNAF. You are correct.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're correct. All right, Wizard, more like Lizard. Who are you? What's your favorite FNAF animatronic?
Hi, my name is Matthew. This here is the little floof Fizzle.
Hazel!
I play Thrux. My favorite animatronic. Let me paint a picture. So
Paint a picture. Get out of the canvas. Get out the brush.
Last night, I was going through this blind journey. I was invited. I bought a game as we're talking about it with friends called FNAF Security Breach, and
boy, did I not know what to expect. There were many sections where the game was lagging, giving me a ever-increasing headache. There was many a filthy bathroom, and the game was not giving me clear instructions. But eventually, I bypass all this and I get to a room. This room has this one song playing on ad nauseum, and there is a man standing in the center of the room saying, "Let's have a play date. You sleeping over tonight?" This man is Moondrop. However, technically there's a Sundrop at this point.
Yes.
I knock over a stack of pillows and run over and grab a security card. I grab that security card and the lights go dim. No one knows why. It just happens. Because the game said, fuck you. I'm told by the game that I can't leave until I grab a flashlight. This entire time, that's animatronic is dancing around me. No reason. They're saying they're gonna get me, but they refuse to enter this one area because the game was not programmed to have them enter this area. So I grab this flashlight and I go off and I discover, and what I have to do is turn on generators, going through the most confusing little jungle gym of my life. I kept clipping out of slides. I kept clipping through balloons. I kept getting lost because the game would lag and I'd lose my sense of direction so fast. I eventually started turning on the generators. And I kept
this is a very high quality game.
God. And one time I grabbed, I'm like, fucking hell. This would have been when 5. It was Moondrop. Sundrop again. And I'm teleported all the time. Shout out to every robot having the ability to teleport. But I'm grabbed and I'm taken to Sundrop and he's just dancing in front of me and I can't move or do anything. He is just standing there being all powerful. I had to restart my game.
He got soft-locked by a basic mechanic of the Sundrop encounter, which is that Sundrop picks you up. Sundrop picked him up, and it's somehow soft-locked the game.
You're not supposed to lose there. You're not supposed to die.
Yeah.
I died. I lost, guys.
I love FNAF.
But eventually, to finish the tale, I get to the final... I finally have it. I know where all the generators are. And I turn all but one off. And I hear Moondrop behind me. So I knock over a thing of pillows, what will distract his AI. So he runs to deal with it. And me, unknowingly, assuming this would be like any other video game, I ambiently knock over another one. This fucking broke him. Fucking gone. Just dead. Just a fucking corpse. I had spent all the time building up to finally beating this. And the game took it from me. That's why I present to you guys the idea, the argument that Moondrop is secretly God toying with us.
Vanessa, my game is broken.
Oh my god. Please. Yeah, that's FNAF.
Sorry, that was a roller coaster.
Right. Claims to be pro-life. Who are you? Who's your favorite FNAF?
Hello. Hi. Anyways.
Balloon Boy?
Get my house.
Name Eon. Play Triao. So I don't quite know the names anymore of any of the
what you shouldn't have to.
But I was looking at the new designs and I fucking love Glamrock Freddy's design so fucking much.
Everyone
he's a little, you know.
and his voice acting is amazing.
He looks so, you know. He has a fucking built-up chest, like, honey, you don't need that.
Vanessa, the kids are calling me. What is that newfound term?
A DILF. Vanessa, they're calling me a DILF. Gregory, stop crawling into my chest compartment and playing.
Gregory, you see those vents over there? Gregory. Gregory,
Also, we
have you
broke
heard of
Freddy.
Among Us,
Like,
Gregory?
that's another thing. We just broke Freddy, and he doesn't work anymore.
This game is so stupid, but I find it so funny.
I think it's also very important to state, I've not beaten it. We have more to play.
Yay! And I think that was where I will end the FNAF discussion. I'm gonna go through a really quick recap, aka one died.
Yeah!
Last session, the party managed to kill one / the prophecy, and they managed to save Chloe, and recovered the eye from giant bastard prophecy, and Wolvenshire's free. Let's get it. And I mean, it's genuinely a session I recommend watching, but the long and short of what you need to know from the recap is that one is dead. Let's get into the session. Okay. Well, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. The sky is bright. It's blue. The sun shines down with a curled Cheshire smile. I'm already messing up. Let's get it. The sun shines down with a curled Cheshire smile upon you all. The brisk morning breeze begins to weave and dance through the sky, and it brings with it color. Not the suffocating, overwhelming whites of the night with the devil's snow globe, not the blood reds of the morning sky for days and days on end. You nearly forgot what these colors even looked like. The upper layers are a pigeon blue with streaks of pastel peach, a waltz of lilac which has its hand in tow with this beautiful rose color and these daffodil clouds, all illuminated by the gently staring golden sun. It took a while for your allies to emerge as you sat or stood on the ground, just letting the tension relieve from your shoulders, finally able to unclench your teeth and your jaw and able to flex your fingers out of their fisted positions. A shadow soon cast above, bringing with it the glimmer of green and voices aplenty. As the Emerald Dragon flew overhead in a circle, you saw the look of pride curled up on his lips. And while there were still fresh scars running down wings in this side, he threads in and out of the breeze with the grace of a monarch butterfly. And atop his head, Voxith is, hands on the dragon's horn as they stare down at the morning sky. Their eyes close as they take a deep breath of the morning air, and when the eyes open, there are tears in them. Audie waves from above, his other hand helping to perk Raven up alongside Bremer. Ellion is bruised, beaten, but through his puffy eye and really swollen eye and face, there's a big smile on there. Hazel's next to him, leaning against him with tears in his eyes as he hugs Pecan very close to his chest and nuzzles his face into his son's fluffy hair. Digit lets out a roar of excitement, and an eruption cheers and shouts and rings out as the dragon swirls to its landing. Everyone from the pagoda descends off its side, with Honey, Audie, Raven, Ellion, Hazel, Sokayai, Dimitri, the Chicklets, Bremer, Doug, Mia, all the kids from just hours previous, Foxith, Digit, Adrian. They're all here. That's the start of this introduction, but I will give you guys an interval here if you wish to say anything to any of these folks, as cheering breaks out.
I don't think Owen has anything to say at this point.
I guess for
go ahead.
For Triao, they just pumped up, doing both hands emotionally, and then as they're doing that, they're gonna suddenly stop, and one of their rages is gonna go off.
This eruption of electric energy, just woo! It courses out through the sky, and it's not the same electricity from the raging storms. It's more of an electricity of just excitement and such that shakes through the air.
Thrux is going to, because technically I thought we ended last session on a hug, but if we're a little bit back,
we're going a bit back. Yes.
Thrux stands up from crouching next to Chloe, probably right after that lump of iron trick, and just turns around and just goes like a solid single wave.
Atop Doug and Mia, who are both relatively injured and such, they're being helped along by Digit right now, but they're going to quickly rush over to your position. And Mia just cries out in this state of relief as she just pulls with one arm you, the other Chloe, into a massive hug, and Doug is very quick to follow as he joins in, and you guys just kind of sit there and hug for a little bit. And through it all, Cooper is gently pushing against the glass, and there's little tears rolling down the side of the firebomb. To continue these hugs, I feel like Ellion's gonna look at you, Triao, and just go, okay, oh my gosh, okay, come here. And he's just gonna have... Ellion just like opens his arms up really wide.
I guess you can see it.
Somewhat. And do you want to come hug Ellion?
Yes, sir.
All right, you run right over. Ellion is also gonna toss off his mask and such that he's been wearing throughout all of Wolvenshire. And honestly, he's just gonna pull you into this big hug and give you a long kiss. And when he pulls out and such, like, he's using the one arm and such to hug you because he still has the other one missing right now. And with his, like, stubby arm, he's going to, like, wave Hazel over, who shakes his head and is gonna come join the hug, is going to probably hand off Pecan to... Let's hand him over to Audie, and is gonna run over and also join you guys in the big hug. Just just 3 masses of muscle.
3 massive dudes.
3 massive men.
3 of them.
Oh, okay. Pecan's safe. I mean, from what the
kid
said.
Thank God.
Yeah. I mean, he can't even hear that, but he's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, it's over, right? It's over? Just give me a nod or something.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yes! Oh, finally! Alright. Anything else that anyone's saying? Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Lily's probably just, like, hiding under her cloak because it's now sunny and she doesn't have the excuse of a red sky not to burst into flames.
I'll say that Audie walks over with Pecan. Pecan is gonna, like, reach the little stubby baby hands out for you, Lelee. And is gonna go like, Lelee.
Oh, like, I get, alright, I hear that, I'll take the baby.
You gently hold,
Tiny man.
You hold Pecan. Audie's going to, like, offer to put his cloak over you and such, as, he's gonna help with Bremer's help, lead Raven over. And Raven is gonna pull you into a hug too, Lelee. And it's just gonna whisper, I'm so sorry you had to get involved in all of this again.
I mean, look, we're matching now.
Oh, right. He brushes, like, a hand over your cheek. You get used to it.
I'm gonna have to, but I've learned from the best.
Looks like I also have some new stuff to adjust to. He looks down at his lack of legs and just goes, well, we'll both start working towards solutions. How about that?
I can deal with that.
Alright. Stop crowding the big heroes, everyone. Adrian kind of yells out over everyone. They deserve some rest. And for the healthy of us, we have some work to do. We're gonna have some visitors soon, right, Dimitri? And from Doug's body, throughout the hug, Doug is gonna pull back and like, indeed we shall. As from Doug's body, he points up to the sky. And for those of you who are seeing, you can look up and see as the spell skywriting is right up and illuminated in the air as the colors of the clouds spin and dance around, spelling out the word sanctuary right above you all. And Adrian is going to nudge, walk over and nudge Audie a bit. Audie is just gonna, like, look over, like, you know I'm helping someone out. She's like, just leave it to me. And she's gonna take off Audie's cloak, hold it over you, Lelee, and Audie is gonna roll his eyes and pull out the bottle of wine that was just previously stolen from one.
Let's go!
The Emerald Dragon extends a claw into the ground, and a growth of emeralds soon emerges from the sand, with a platter of cups accounting for every adult in the vicinity. And as Audie bounds over, handing Raven off to Lelee, as he uncorks the bottle with a loud, just a pop, that echoes out, and this bubbling rosé begins to kind of fizz and foam off the sides, as he is going to pour it into cups for everyone who can drink.
Let's go, alcohol!
Bad dates for the robot.
He actually did pour one for you, and is going to start handing them off to everyone, as everyone kind of goes very quickly to grab their cups and such. Most people are reaching for it out of exhaustion. Some people are like really excited. Overall, there's just this sense of like, yes! And Adrian holds hers up and goes, "Today we drink to a new Wolvenshire. For Wolvenshire, on 3, ready?"
Yeah!
3, 2,
I can't drink.
For Wolvenshire!
It's okay. Just dump it on the ground. It'll have the same effect.
You dump the
You're wasting his wine either way.
You dump the very expensive rosé onto the wine as everyone else throws it back.
It's exactly like Owen's like kind of pretending to drink, but also like holding it at a distance that also definitely fall off and not
dribbles
get
down.
on
It does
at all.
that miserable dribble where it goes through like the side of the rim and starts dripping down, so it gets partially on your fingers. But everyone else just like, it's not a shot, but it's at the point where everyone's like so tired and just like off the rails that most people just treat it like a shot, as most people just down it instantly. And very quickly, hoots and howls and excitement like bellows out. And I'm gonna say that everyone gets a long rest here, as we are going to go into a bit of a hefty description here.
Yeah,
it's good.
So I'll let you guys...
Gamers, I get back my 1 spell slot I used. With
Oh my god.
so actually, hell yeah.
Don't you love it when you drink wine and all of a sudden it feels like you've slept?
So the
That's
hours
magical
pass.
rosé.
Hello, Pietermore 3, in chat. The hours pass quickly, and the crowd grows with every passing hour. As the noon sun begins to set, the voices in the area have more than quadrupled. There's chatter from every single angle, and there's music. And the scene has more than changed. What was once a catastrophic battlefield is now living up to the new name of Sanctuary. The Emerald Dragon flies overhead once more, now carrying on his back both new settlers for the camp and large bundles of timber and planks from one of the many broken-down settlements within the vast expanse of the ruined Wolvenshire. As he lands, Voxith is gonna just gently take the new crowds by the hands and leads them towards the many establishments just now getting set up. It's a classic barn-raising tale. The large brass dragon from the bathhouse lays down, gently letting out steam from her nostrils to heat the many hot springs now terraformed into the ground. They're gently swirling with milky teal water and small tangerines and herb sprigs and dried flowers. Sokoyai has leaned up against a small wooden wall recently set up, and Dimitri every so often pops up in the body of a passerby to lead him towards a fire that needs setting, and with his immense speed, just a snap of a finger is enough to alight a flame. And now there are many sparkling bonfires. The medical tent is bustling, with Bremer tending to many of the patients on the interior alongside Raven, who is now propped into a specialized chair crafted earlier in the day by Hazel. Hazel, Ellion, and many of the Hellbrand's orcs have been setting up settlements, heaving hefty walls and sealing together clay houses while Pecan babbles on in support of their endeavors. Tempest wanders by you all towards the action with a log in both of her arms. She winks at you all before running off to assist in a nearly falling wall escapade in the distance. Mia and Doug are sat on some chairs, gently sipping from clay bowls. Chloe is cuddled up next to them, sleeping her head against Doug's lap. She is exhausted. The other children are with their parents by now. Wander is sitting on his dad's lap with a large gestures describing the scene with the Maidolith from hours prior. He's pointing happily at Ryder near the climax of the story. Ergo and her mom are helping create this large stewing pot near the center of Sanctuary, with Dante of the Ragged Raynards stirring a massive clay cauldron of hot pot base. It smells divine, deep, rich, and spicy. Music is being played by a swarm of bards, with Aoife leading the band in a multitude of sea shanty tunes that people clap along to and dance in large crowds. Honey is gently twirling around and dancing with the crowds, spinning between dance partners and holding a large smile on her face. Some of the kids are playfully running around the dancing crowd, playing tag with one another and hopscotch in the sand. Some have a small, sandcastle competition, set up right now, and one of the older kids, Ducky included, created a sand fort, which Ducky and Digit are proudly standing as the leaders of right now. Some other kids have perched themselves on top of Byron's back. From the loud chanting, you can hear that he's on push-up number 801, and Carrot is watching with his eye rolling in disappointment. Alongside the entire crowd of Wolvenshire, there are so many others there too. As Veldrin arrives on the scene with a snap of his fingers, a large gate opens, and very quickly you guys see his rider stomps over in a bit of a huff to have a word or two with Veldrin. You can hear it over the crowd and the music and everything, and it doesn't go that well. And someone does pull Veldrin a chair as he nearly keels over at both the use of his own magic and getting scolded by a really pissed off gunslinger. And he just kind of settles down there as many people begin to emerge from the giant magical gate into the already really crowded sanctuary. There are fearful healers and bards from the floating city. Alright, someone in chat really wants you to pet the cat egg. I just have to, you have to do it. You have to make the people happy as I continue this description. Yes! Let's go!
She likes to be pet, but I also, when I say if I give her too much attention, she's gonna want to just get on me and be too petty.
Where was I? Yes, the Fearbolt Keelers and bards from the floating city of Holbeck and unicorn riding paladins make their way to, the medical tents to help out. There are some Sundarian workers who are helping in the construction of houses, Yashunian traders donating the wares and fresh food to the cause. The vampires of Azimir are bringing gifts of fish and oil. Clerics, pastors, and paladins from every region sit on the outskirts of the sanctuary. And in quiet moments between the songs changing from the bands, you hear the gentle hymns they're singing in the air, weaving together with different languages and messages. Water is poured into the earth, druids grow groves to the fallen, families sit quietly and pray. Even with so many losses, you all won. Wolvenshire is free, and everyone is here. Everyone is here, so I guess with Sanctuary set up, what do you all like to do?
Well, I got a question to ask first out of the gate. Is there any signs of Genesis around?
Roll perception.
Alright.
Monkers.
Hold on, I have to look at my modifiers, but this was not a bad roll, actually. Which is, good thing for me. What is my persistence? That would be 19.
Yes. Genesis, you've seen peeks of him in the crowd, but it's here.
Okay. And Owen will probably just, kind of note that themselves, right, Genesis is here, so I guess, well, that's probably a good thing.
You don't recall where they arrived from or when they arrived, but they are here.
And Owen is just gonna, probably kind of go toward at least the last place they saw Genesis, just trying to watch Genesis, but at a distance, because they don't trust Genesis at all, and this, feels like someone who needs to be kept track of.
You see that they're sticking, they're kind of blending in with the crowd very well, and of course, with what they do, which is mimic people, they just seem to be generally mimicking, once again, who's closest to them at the given moment. Bless you, Hammy. Hey, if the person in chat who likes cats, I hope you like dogs too, because I have a puppy.
Stinky man.
Stinky. Yummy. But no. So you watch as he just kind of weaves through the crowd here and there. Eventually he picks up the exact same portion size. Get off the table, you can't eat grapes. Oh. The exact same portion size as someone else who got food in the lineup just before him, and he kind of just carries the plate around and doesn't eat. No, you don't like cat? You don't like my dog? This is so upsetting. Anyways, but no. So you follow him around, and he doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. Yeah.
Okay, Owen's probably still at this time. It's just gonna be following, just kind of watching Genesis, because Genesis may have gotten away last time, and Owen is worried that they had something to do with all the chaos. So,
fair enough. Yeah, you just follow Genesis around.
Question.
Answer.
In your description, did you ever say if we saw Nibble around?
No, you have yet to see Nibble.
Can I look around? Because I really need to find her.
Sure. Do you want to look on the ground or in the air?
I feel like she would be more on the ground, wouldn't she?
She is currently a bird.
Yeah, I know she's a bird.
Yeah. Bird.
I'll do the sky first, just because knowledge of wings.
All right, so you decide to like take off into the air. Like once more people start to crowd in, you do realize the absence of a little friend of yours. So you take off into the sky and kind of start patrolling it for the next I say honestly you'd probably spend about like 20 minutes circling the camp and like generally flying off a little bit, seeing if you can find the little bird in the sky. There are flocks of ravens flying around, normal ones, thankfully, but it takes a good while until you hear a squawking that sounds a little bit more panicked than the rest. And you see a little bird flying through the sky and just starting to make their way over from the horizon, like over towards your location. And it seems that they like recognize the second that you show up.
I just look at the squawk and like, oh my god! Like, what's wrong?
Nibble is going to just like fly right towards you and is like kind of like flapping and squawking incessantly, and since she can't exactly talk in this form, generally she just seems like distressed and confused about the whole situation.
I guess I'll go with slowly to her and then just cast Speak to Animals.
Okay, you like slowly fly over just a little bit closer and are gonna cast Speak to Animals, and you hear in like Nibble's like small little voice going like, where's family? Things are better now, but can't find wife. I don't know where I am.
Can I slowly put like my claws underneath her and just slowly try to grab her?
She panics slightly at like the sudden touch and movement. So many cats.
sorry. It's like everything's fine. Yes.
And Snorf's cat was laying on my bed, so I grabbed him.
You're really being a crowd pleaser today. But no, you grab her, there's like a slight panic, but it quickly like calms down, and you hear Nibble just like respond with, will you help find family?
Yeah, we know where your eggs are, but I don't quite know how your wife looks like, but we can try.
Nibble like starts flapping like really excitedly about the fact that you know where children are.
They're just gonna slowly fly back down and look around, try to remember where the eggs were.
The eggs are currently with, like, the last person who had them was Dimitri. They are hatched, though, so it's just straight up chiclets.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just...
The last person who saw them was Dimitri. And, like, Silky Eye.
Let me look around, I guess, for Dimitri first.
Okay. Dimitri's a bit of a hard one to spot because his body is always asleep, but, you know, he takes, like, the appearance of other people.
Yeah,
he takes over their bodies.
It's mainly for his voice, I guess.
I'm gonna say that in the distance, you hear just like, over here there is a fire that needs to be started. If you would like to make your way over to the situation anytime soon. If not, then just take a rest right where you are. And do you walk over to it?
Yes, ma'am.
You see him currently in the body of a tabaxi woman as he just like turns around and just goes, oh, hello. I don't know if you're looking exactly for the person that I am currently in the body of. If that is the case, then I can vacate it as soon as possible.
No, stay. No, stay.
Okay, so stay here for the time being.
Okay.
Don't have to tell me twice.
They slowly show Nibble. It's like, do you know where the chicklings are?
Oh, the little birds. Yes. Okay, so the birds are being held right now in the medical ward. They are just being incubated by some of the, generally they're being fed and such and taken care of by some, I believe there are Arakokra nurses over there. So I would check over there, that's where I last left. Not exactly too much help being a body jumper.
It's good enough.
Good to hear it. Question though, before you go. You're telling me that, are you trying to tell me that that is like the parents of those chicklets?
Yeah, so,
How does that exactly
got turned.
work? Okay.
She got turned into a little bird. She's originally a Kenku, right?
Kenku, yeah.
Yeah. She was originally Kenku, but then originally a little bird. She just got turned into a Kenku, but then into a... But, yeah.
I was wondering, because the children are obviously... So, I was curious about that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I should show her to her children as this, or try to get the fucking wizard over there back into her normal form.
Well, if there is a wizard who can help, then I would, I mean, I feel as if they would wish to be back into their... I don't know, the implications of just a normal animal being turned into a thinking citizen is not really something I have the forte to jump into, the ethics of that situation.
Yeah. Well, luckily I know the fucker who did it in the first place, so...
Those words! Touché. Well, I mean, I guess that is your situation to figure out, but no, if you are looking for the chiclets, then I would put them over there. Anyways, I should probably vacate this body. I didn't exactly ask to use it.
Yes, you probably should.
We'll be doing that. And the tabaxi woman like jolts a little bit and just goes like, what? And then
Yeah. Welcome back.
thanks. I'm gonna go find my husband. She walks away.
Have fun.
Okay. Thanks for saving Wolvenshire.
I guess now next step is either to Veldrin or to the medical bay. I'm not sure. I think Veldrin. He probably knows how to do it quick.
All
Quick
right.
and simple.
Does anyone want to join in going to Veldrin?
I think Owen would actually probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hang out.
So, I'd say that Thrux was just kind of hanging around Doug and Mia, but if people are going to see Veldrin, he'll stand up and join the company.
Yeah, I'd say that people like kind of gesture you over as like Triao. Do you like call out that you're going to Veldrin or something?
Yeah. I slowly have this bird in my hands. It's like, hey guys!
Holding Nibble up in the air.
It's like, wizard time!
Let's go! Wizard time! This is just
Alright,
everybody realizing that the saviors of Wolvenshire are huge dorks.
Yeah, no, a lot of people like look over the crowd and are like talking to one another. You hear like murmurs in the distance. It's like, are you sure those are the ones that killed one? The guy that we've been trying to get rid of for centuries? Okay. Interesting. No, that's... Okay. This is wizard guy they're talking. I forget.
Alright, wizard time!
You guys like barge past those people.
Can I just yell back, like we were walking and I just turned like while walking backwards and to go, one was a miserable little whiner, tell you that much.
That's true! And a bunch of people like raise up their glasses in excitement and cheer on.
Here!
And people are starting to have a toast to one sucks.
One sucks, he does. I hate him.
One's dead, baby.
Hate.
Alright, so you guys are gonna head over to Veldrin. He's currently like halfway through shoving a lotus root chunk into his mouth when you guys approach. His chopsticks kind of like fumble and drop the remaining half into his dish. And he looks up at you guys and just goes, oh shit. Please don't tell me that you're looking for more money. I've already blown all that's in my wallet on that friend of yours.
No.
Not
Well, personally, me, no. I'm not sure about anybody else if they want money.
No, I own a
Can I just
casino.
say-
I don't
Can I
need
just
wizard.
say-
You made
Just say,
an
I-
interesting choice of a person.
I am really sorry at the fact that I couldn't come and rescue you guys. I don't know if you could tell. I tried hard getting into Wolvenshire, so I had to resort to sending in an interesting character. I hope that he wasn't too much trouble. That rider.
He was.
Okay, well, you know, at least
Okay,
you're
don't
alive.
listen. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, Ryder was perfectly
He showed up and wrecked this leech here with a chainsaw gun.
Okay,
Yeah, Ryder-
so he did
Ryder was-
exactly what I hired him to.
Yeah, Ryder was pretty cool. And,
Thrux
and
with his little thing and says, I killed it too! I killed
Veldrin
Yeah,
like
Thrux,
Veldrin pats
so did
you on
I.
the head, Thrux, and Veldrin's like really tall, so it's just like a slow pat on the head, just like, okay, well, look, okay, here's the thing, Thrux. I hope you don't mind, but I'm kind of attempting to convince Ryder to stay with you all. I am assuming you've noticed the little thing he carries on his hip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I hope you don't mind an extra visitor in your journeys. Anyways, what are you here for?
Yeah, sure.
Thrux just rolls his eyes at this.
Okay. Shows the bird. It's like, you turned...
Nibble!
Yeah! You know her really well?
Yes, I turned her into... Who turned her back?
Well, yeah. It was, okay, so we were, you know, fighting... Was it one himself, or was it
Raven.
controlling, okay, it was controlling Raven. Okay, so technically it was Raven, but it wasn't Raven. You know how he controlled
I have no
him somehow.
clue who Raven is.
Okay, well, you don't need to know. I don't want to explain too much.
That's fair. I don't
Alright.
need to hear it. I can just go back in time and watch it. If I want to.
If you want
I
to.
don't. What? We're okay. The fact we're related keeps getting more and more strange.
Oh wow, that was an interesting fight.
Anyway,
So we mind
I can't even
control
s-
people.
I
so
I can't even
interesting.
see your face, but I something about it wants to make me punch.
Why? I've done nothing.
but can you turn her back?
Yes,
please?
I can do that. He's gonna like hold his hands out and like very gently take Nibble up into his arms and just go, "Hi, I'm just gonna ask consent." Nibble nods frantically and just goes, "Great, excellent!" And he is going to like reach into his like vestments and such and grab this like white powder, and he's just gonna toss it behind him because he doesn't actually need it. It tosses into someone's face like way back there, and they just like cough, and he just goes, "Sorry." He reaches in, he pulls out a feather, like blows it off into the wind, and then he just like is going to like throw Nibble up into the air, and
Oh my gosh.
and this like magical radiating ray is going to shoot her as you guys like hear the cracking of bones and the like kind of stringing of vocal cords into the throat and such as slowly descending to the ground in a pluff of like glittering feathers and like just beautiful shimmers falls Nibble onto the ground as our normal Kenku self. And Nibble is just going to stand up and go, "Oh, I'm back. Oh, thank you, Mr. Volar." "Oh, no problem. I do it 100 times over again. You are a lovely sight for sore eyes." "Oh, thank you. I have to go find my eggs." "Chicklets, you said? You said they hatched?"
Yeah, they hatched.
"Okay, I heard what the strange accent guy said. I'm going to that."
Can I point her to it just in case she doesn't know?
"Oh, thank you." And she is gonna start bounding over. Like pushing through the crowds and such, and you hear in the distance, "My babies!" And Veldrin just goes, "Well, there you go. Congratulations on freeing Wolvenshire."
Dang.
Clean enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
What else?
we haven't
What el-
talked that much, but you seem like you know a lot of things.
I do. Seen a lot of things, met a lot of people, been to a lot of places.
So I'm worried that we found, someone very dangerous, and I was hoping that you maybe have an idea of what we can do about them.
He was like halfway through eating his lotus root again, but he Who? Question mark?
Oh, and it's gonna just say very, very quietly, Genesis.
Despite her lack of eyes, Lelee is going to side-eye Owen. Basically just like a...
Thrux is gonna take that towards Owen. Well put. Subtle. You're doing great, buddy.
You're not very good at this stealth thing, are you? You're Owen.
Owen will say, well, we can't just leave Genesis wandering up through the crowds.
He's here?
What do you mean?
He's here? I thought he was with us already. They have not been paying attention.
No, it's okay.
Veldrin stumbles backwards, like very obviously upset, and like you see he's starting to hyperventilate. You guys have seen this once before, the last time you brought up Genesis to him, and the Radiant Roses were previously there to comfort him. as you start to see like magical sigils appearing beneath his feet, and you hear sparks starting to fly through the air that like aren't from the fireplaces, and the wind starting to rustle a little bit around him as he's just like,
I'm gonna take a good solid couple step back.
Can I slowly? It's like, oh, he's not himself. He's not actually dangerous.
He's
not
been
dangerous. He's Genesis.
He doesn't have any power anymore. He can't do anything.
It's complicated.
He has mimics whoever he's with. Who?
You turn around, and right next to Own is Genesis.
I should look at Own. Back the fuck away from him.
Lily's gonna like tap the ground a little nervously, just like, okay, I'm assuming it's Genesis because I don't know any other Warforged.
Yeah, Own is gonna move around so Thrux is in between.
Ellion's gonna cast a message to Triao and just go, hey, what's going on over there? Is everything okay?
And looks around frantically again, like,
You see as Veldrin is starting to like summon a large spell in his hand at the moment as he's backing up.
Oh, hey! Wait,
Gamers,
can I feel the magical power or something?
You can.
Like, hey, hold on. Lots of other people, Veldrin. Put the magic away.
Ellion,
you guys wave down Ellion really frantically?
Yeah, Ellion starts to run through the crowd and such, and just like, excuse me, okay, out of the way. And
Thrux has his hands up because right now, according to what Snorps has said, now I'm the one in between Genesis and
you are.
next Genesis.
And the spell is being pointed right at you. And like right next to you, Genesis is also holding his hands up.
Genesis, I wish you had never been born.
And yeah, Lelee?
I was gonna say out loud, just like, put me in between, then we both can't see.
So as you guys are frantically looking for an option and backing away as the spell charges more and more, and you hear the sound of fire echoing in the distance, as well as like screams starting to like echo through the crowds that aren't from the people in Sanctuary, but are from people from long past. Like, you kind of feel the way that reality and the fabric of it is tearing just slightly at the fear in Veldrin right now as he's backing up. You see Ryder like perk up and turn around the crowd, and you hear in the distance like, going on, but it is quickly overtaken by Ellion, rushing through the crowd, like pushes someone completely out of the way with like a sorry, and he sprints over and rubs his hands together, and he jumps in front of you, Thrux, claps his hands together, and you guys watch as like from the ground, the Liamon's tiny hut appears around Veldrin, and from inside of it, you guys hear a massive explosion. And like light that just like shines out from the inside. That would have been enough to vaporize you, you feel, as Ellion just like falls backward onto the ground and just goes, did you guys say the G word to him?
Thrux just looks at
one of us did.
Own said it. She says Own said it. She's pointing at the wrong person.
Own. I'm looking at Own. Fuck you.
What made you think that was a good idea? We're having a great time. You don't need to say the G word.
Own will reply once again saying, look, he was wandering the crowds. I do not think that's a good thing to have happen.
No,
you don't have to tell the emotionally unstable wizard.
Hey, everything okay over here? Everyone's kind of worried that you guys are freaking out over here. It's just like a random guard.
Oh, I just nearly died. It's fucking fine, buddy.
She's gonna slap a hand over Thrux's mouth. Roll me a wisdom save also. She's gonna sit there and just be like, it's fine. It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. We're just having
3. Thrux, you are now like vehemently you are now violently afraid and probably shaking and such. And are afraid of like flames, fire, destruction, and such. And you see like a glimpse through all of Lelee's fears. And the fact that you're getting like partially like suffocated right now reminds you of the fumes of smoke gathering in your lungs. And
Thrux like noticeably flinches backwards and goes, "Oh dear God! God damn it!"
Is everything okay? Do we need to evacuate?
No.
You hear in the distance, and the crowd's like, evacuate? What's going on?
It's like, no.
Okay,
It's personal drama.
It's just personal drama. I've got a curse. He's got. You know the whole like shebang. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay. So it's good here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's yes.
Everything's fine, folks. Go back to the partying. You know, our heroes are just...
Get fucked up or whatever, please.
Your heroes are just incompetent. Go ahead and announce that.
Your heroes are just incompetent. Go back to business.
Anyway, she's gonna turn back around to Owen and just go, why did you say that to the emotionally unstable wizard?
I don't know him that well. I apologize.
Neither do I, but I also know that man has enough. That's my great, I don't know however many great-grandfathers.
I just look toward Owen. You know, I had a question to ask that fucker, and now I don't know if he's able to answer any more questions. Thanks, bud.
What was your question about how to blow up a giant mountain or something?
No! He knows magic! I just kind of gesture down toward the firebomb. I have some stuff I need to talk about.
Oh no!
What kind of stuff? She can't see the fire! What do you mean?
Thrux, at this point, realizing that he doesn't just want to blatantly say this out loud, risking scaring Cooper, he messes with Lelee. Cooper's in a very fucked up situation, you may remember. I do not want to mess around, and I want to figure out what's going on. And anything relating to that needs to be put very delicately.
I like the idea of Owen just standing there like...
Yeah, she'll nod, just like... Right.
You guys don't need to whisper
now.
Ellion is just gonna go like, okay. So, I don't know if it's obvious. I worked with Veldrin for a while before he vanished. He was my first magic mentor ages ago. See, the thing with him is that I've inquired into Curse War stuff before, and he doesn't take it well, is the thing. And it's kind of weird. You're probably about to see it. He has a mental contingency in place, so whenever he hears about it, he has a little bit of a meltdown, and you'll see.
I won't.
I said, look.
I will not see, Ellion.
I look at Ellion. I did not die. This is a good sign for our future.
Oh, this is a new development, right?
Ellion's just gonna go, I'm just gonna and he's gonna grab Genesis by the shoulder and just steer him away and just go, I'm just gonna take him, if that's okay.
Yeah, you know, you should really take him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head off with this guy. Genesis is saying that now. I think that might be a good idea.
Which one?
Okay, that was not me. It was him. Not me. Him.
Guys,
Can you stop saying
it.
what I'm about to be saying, please?
You're messing with a blind person.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna take him away right now, and we'll get out of your skin. It'll be fine, you know.
Which one is saying this?
My skin?
They're going back and forth.
Let's go.
Okay. But at the same time, both of them say "love you" at Triao, but the real Ellion looks down and gives a death glare to Genesis.
It's like, love you too. Okay.
Fox just looks over at Triao like the dickie and goes, "Ooh, you could get lucky with curse God."
You know, I wouldn't put it against me.
If that's the one thing that keeps us messing this whole thing up, get it, Triel. I'll officiate the wedding.
Thinking more on it. Maybe not.
Yeah.
You guys see as a taloned hand reaches out through the tiny hut, And Veldrin just steps out. He's looking worse for wear in the fact that his curse has obviously started to, like, expand a little bit over him. There's feathers, like, going up his arms and such. And he's coughing a bit. His legs are, like, entirely avianoid at this point. He used a lot of magical energy for both the gate spell and what he just did. But he is just gonna, like, walk... He has this, and he, like, slowly heaves himself out of the hut and just goes... What were we just talking about? I entirely forget.
Fuck you.
Thrux had some questions.
Yes, fuck you.
No. Ignore him. He has some questions.
He has some actual questions. Okay. You know, once again, I was just trying to say congratulations for freeing Wolvenshire. I'm genuinely very proud of you guys.
I appreciate that. You did just... Anyway, give me 1 second. Okay, let's have a pleasant conversation.
Okay. I don't like when people know things that I don't, because I know everything.
You don't want me to talk about it.
Okay.
Trust me, not right now. You'll eventually find out. I'm pretty confident. However...
Okay.
Oh my god.
I just look over at Owen. Maybe sooner rather than later someone wants to be dumb again. But...
Owen just kind of glares at Thrux.
If any of you have tampered with my memory in some way, I will say that I genuinely don't take that lightly.
No! I wouldn't either! No!
I could polymorph you into a chair for fun.
No,
he doesn't know that magic. He doesn't know that magic. He's a dumbass. He doesn't know it.
He's stupid. Both of them are stupid.
Pardon, what did you ask me on?
What would that chair look like?
I mean, we could find out, but look, okay.
Don't.
No. We're all friends here. We're friends here, okay?
Okay. I look at Veldrin. I have magic. I'm not that good at magic again. Still. Oh yeah, you didn't know this last time.
Hang on.
You ever fuck around? You ever fuck around with a genie?
Oh, you made a wish. Veldrin appears like he was gone for like the blink of an eye, and now he's back. You made a wish with Von Pharaoh. Get magic.
I also lost an eye in that.
That's funny. I like that. I like you. We haven't talked much, like none of us have, but I like the way you go about things. That's a ballsy move. So, you have magic now. A bit of a warlock, I see. So,
yes.
what are the conditions of your what are the conditions of this pact that you've made?
Good fucking question.
Not what you like to hear.
Just looks down and goes, listen, this is gonna bite me in the ass at some point. I know this.
It will.
Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing is free in my life. However...
I've tried the warlock regime a few times. It's been fun. No, like, especially the thing that I like with being one is the fact that you can just, like...
Being one? Sorry, out of character. That was out of character.
Okay. It's the fact that you can just completely fuck over your patron and then turn them into a chair. That's really the benefit of most things. Is turning it into a chair and sitting on it afterwards. I really recommend it.
Well, if I had a piece of silver for every time I met a warlock who had questionable moral sense, I'd have 2. And it's not much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Strange statement. I don't know what a quarter is. Veldrin looks
I said a silver piece, please.
Okay.
Did I?
Thrux.
Thrux just looked at Veldrin.
Yeah, you did.
Hopefully my patron isn't, like, really fucked up.
I mean,
well, okay.
You wished from Von Pharaoh.
Okay,
and here's the thing.
Your patron?
Okay, I know it's
Yes,
no,
Triao?
Okay, so, do you remember our previous Genasi fire friend? You know, that's to, Veldrin.
Carpe?
Yeah, so she doesn't have those Genasi powers anymore. Because somehow it went to points at drugs him.
Ooh. Oh, that is interesting.
Mainly because she also made a wish that she didn't want to be associated with Von Pharaoh anymore, so...
Ooh, that is interesting. One moment.
Thrux just goes, wait a second, that means I'm associated with that fucker.
Veldrin is gonna walk over to you.
Wish from me. Did you expect anything else?
Veldrin walks over to you, Thrux, and like grabs your hand.
Smart.
Veldrin grabs your hand, Thrux, and holds it upwards, and you feel a prick like in your like thumb pad and such from something going in there.
Gee, thanks.
He pats it, gives it a kiss, and it goes, "It'll heal." And then he like holds up a vial of your blood.
That.
Okay. One moment, and he vanishes for just a moment. And you hear in the distance a pleasant conversation between Sharpay and Veldrin, and he appears back with another vial of Sharpay's blood and pockets it. Later.
That's an oddly ominous statement.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Lelee's gonna sniff the air of it, just like, what are you gonna do with that?
Experiment? Maybe make a clone of them.
Oh, please don't. You know, Veldrin, with all due respect, you're a bit of an ass, but
Thank you, I do my best.
You're very, very, very welcome. Very welcome. But I have a question. I have a non-magic related question for you.
Okay.
I mean, it is very magic related question.
Okay, I'm more interested now.
Here. I'm gonna go ahead and take Firebomb off my neck, and I'm gonna just say, Lelee, I'm handing you something, and hand them the Firebomb. And I'm gonna pull Veldrin off to the side because I'm having an adult conversation that needs to be delivered more delicately without
interruption.
Veldrin
Lelee's
is
just
gonna
kinda
go,
like-
okay, hang on, before you pull me away. Just, let me just... And he is just gonna rub his hands together and clap them, and you see as another Veldrin just, like, steps out from his back and is gonna look at, like, own Lelee Triao and just go like, okay, well, we can continue talking here. And the one next to Thrux is just like, alright, let's go to the side.
I'll look at you, Veldrin, and say, what are you?
A wizard!
Two of them?
just runs his hands over his scales. Obviously, I'm doing it with my hair, but he's doing it with his scales. It's like, okay, this guy is fucking nuts, and that's coming from me. Anyway, yeah.
Veldrin is like, both of the Veldrins throw their hands up and at the same time just go like, where's your sense of curiosity, guys? I'm a wizard, goddammit.
I'm also a wizard.
Oh, that
I'm a
is
better
so
wizard than you.
weird. Oh, roasted. Whoa.
Alright, the one with Thrux is just like gonna pull him behind one of the buildings and such where there's no one there, and it's just gonna go, okay, give me just a moment. He turns around and starts and then he turns back around. You can see there's blood on his hand and he just wipes it off, and there are more feathers trailing up him. What do you want to talk about?
Congratulations on that. But, so, I have a question. You saw that I was wearing that firebomb a minute ago.
Yes, Soul Cage, an interesting spell. It's one I haven't really dabbled in personally. I'm not a necromancer, not really into... Okay, well, there was that one time where I raised an army of undead. That was funny. We played volleyball together. It was an interesting night. Could you believe it, though? Like, the Luxodon one. And I didn't expect them to have that much trunk versatility, especially having been decayed that much. I didn't think the tissue... Yes, elephant people. Have you ever met one?
Yeah, no,
Very uncultured.
I've read some books. I do... anyway...
Honey, I wrote those books.
I believe they... I thought they were stories, not... Anyway.
You're a lizard person and you're questioning me about elephant people.
I'm not... Okay, back on fucking
Can we hear this?
No, this is the Veldrin talk with Thrux.
Yeah.
So...
We have our own
Maybe
Veldrin.
you're not the most knowledgeable, but maybe you can point me to someone who might be. So, inside that soul cage is... my sibling, my brother, who I did... Don't sound so in...
I I'm sorry, that's an interesting scandal. I'm interested in it. Is it a crime to be interested in your affairs, your goings-on?
I just want some compassion, I guess.
Okay, then I'll give you compassion. I'm very sorry that your brother got preventably stuck in a soul cage.
Matthew here, hair is going gray. But
Look, it's an awful thing to happen to a person, and considering the fact that they are inside a firebomb, I could imagine it's probably about pain 24/7. Not a good look. I've done that before to a demon. You know, that was like the one time I messed around the spell. The process of undoing such a thing would require the body, is the thing. But I'm assuming that you're coming with me with this, that there is no body.
yeah, at this point, no.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for a body, well, there's always morgues to check. You know, if anyone's been recently possessed by a ghost, they might not be able to get back from their astral form. I mean, that's just a free body to get the ghost out. If anyone's recently died, you know,
Okay, I've come up with these ideas.
If you're looking for a completely original body and such, then that's where we enter what we in the business like to call a dilemma. Because in that case, when it comes to creating life, of course there's spells like conjurations and bringing things, but there are typically two ways that life comes to be. When a mommy and a daddy love each other very well.
You do not need to give me the talk.
Okay, that's one of them. If you're a little bit more creative than the mommy and daddy, though. Not to say that they're not being creative. Who knows what they're doing in there? I mean, what?
Can you not?
Kids? Imagine what they were doing in there.
Thrux immediately looks at him and goes, please, Veldrin.
Okay, I've actually thought of a third one while we were having this discussion. Anyways, the second option is to create an automaton such as your friend Owen over there. There are some logistical problems with that. That being that I don't exactly know anybody who creates automatons, but typically you would be looking for an artificer who is really good. And there aren't many of those. I've talked to artificers, they're great, love them, I've worked with them. But they tend to just kind of do the same thing over and over again, which is like, let's make another grappling hook. Let's make a magical fire sword that shoots fire 1 foot longer than the last.
I don't want to work with who built Owen.
I don't think you would. Then the third option, now that's a creative one. It might require casualties, but there are ways to artificially create new bodies, is all I'm saying.
You mean I kill someone, yeah?
We're gonna bring Mom back.
I'm not exactly saying that you're gonna kill someone. I mean, that would be the quickest way to get it done.
Yeah.
But I feel look, okay, if you want to do it ethically, then what I would recommend is...
Isn't it the same at the morgue?
That's one way of doing it ethically. However, then you're dealing with a situation where your brother's a rapidly decaying corpse, and you'd have to greater restoration him every day, and it would be excruciating pain as his cells decay over every single day.
Oh!
And I don't think you would like that, would you? Veldrin... does Lelee still have the... Okay, no. Veldrin,
She still has the firebomb in her hand.
You don't hear the end of that sentence, then, Thrux. You just hear, Lelee over on your side. Veldrin stops whatever conversation he was having and looks at the firebomb in your hand and goes, "You wouldn't like that, would you?" And then the conversation continues with Thrux over there.
Well, she's gonna, like, hold up the fireball near her head, and she's not looking at it, just like, "You seeing that shit, Cooper?"
So basically, what you would need to do is get the components to create an actual body, preferably learn really good necromancy or have Owen learn something. I've heard that there's a good spellcaster somewhere in, like, I believe Yashendale, who specializes in necromancy. Though he's locked himself away in a dungeon as of late, and you know how necromancers in dungeons go. Liches.
I don't. Oh.
Yeah, no, not a good thing. But no, basically you would want to get the components. There are some ways to do it. Typically the way that ancient Colossi did it was they took clay and sculpted the body and like put the ingredients inside and then bam, bring them to life. But, I don't know, it really depends on how you construct it. You're probably gonna want someone autistic. You want to get all the anatomy right. You don't mess it up.
I agree with it. That's an interesting option that I'll think about. However, more importantly for the here and now, do you know of anyone who could say transfer this soul to a different soul cage that, you know, potentially isn't burning 24/7?
You would need to look for a cage maker. Soul cages are made from very specific metals. I actually, if I'm not mistaken, there was one that lived inside of Von Pharaoh's volcano.
Okay, that fucker died.
Well, that was my dealer gone. Veldrin pulls out a list and crosses someone off and just like, writes a note. Hey, it like vanishes into a wrist pocket.
Okay, and you can't be mad at us for that. We got the fucker who did that. Avenge. Keep going on with your life.
Every death is preventable besides old age. Oh, even then. I exist, so.
Thrux says, yes, everything's preventable. We're not gonna retread this a million times, or else time doesn't move forward. Anyway, also, yes, I know what actually does. You do not... I'm trying to be hyperbolic, and you're the worst type of person. Anyway,
time could move backwards if I wanted it to.
Oh, cool. Thank you, buddy. Thrux says, okay, anyone else? Anyone else?
Your voice slowly like cracks a little bit and raises up an octave as you are now a child.
Anything else? Come on!
Sorry?
Veldrin just goes, I think I'm gonna leave you like that for a little bit. he just quickly goes,
kill my voice!
Excuse me. He wipes some blood off. Anyways, so no, those are basically your options. Mommy and Daddy love each other very much. Create a child and replace the child's soul. There's something you can do. Not a pretty solution. Option number 2, robot. Option number 3, collect a bunch of remains and fuse them together into a little clay construct. And learn a special spell for it too.
1 second, please. I have to get my voice prepared to speak in a fucking higher octave.
You don't have to go that high. Just kid voice.
Well, you see, it's not that painful, but if I'm gonna be a lot more airy.
Valid.
I don't know what you want from me, buddy. You want me to just, stop saying you're annoying. I get that, but that would stop me from being me. I'm blunt.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just being annoying back.
I like your style.
I like yours. Okay, is that all you wanted from me?
Do you have any other recommendations for someone I can go to for the soul cage? Just get them transferred. Anyone at all?
Good question. Almost everyone I can think of is dead, unfortunately. Once again, the only necromancer I know of that might still be alive is in Yashendale.
Anyone who can grant any wish at all or anything?
Von Pharaoh?
Is Von Pharaoh still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Von
Pharaoh, any genie, if you find an ancient colossi, if you find a wish spell, I mean, there are many things you could do. That is probably the hardest option. And between you and I, wishes aren't the best. I don't trust them. I once tried to cure curses that way. Didn't work out.
I mean, I've already made one wish, and we already said it's gonna bite me in that. Anyway, I'm going back to the other group so I can,
Have fun. Veldrin disappears in front of you, and Veldrin, who is having the conversation with the rest of you guys, is there. What have you guys talked about with Veldrin in the meantime? Is there anything you guys want to ask him?
Again.
Probably just catching up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
probably doesn't too interesting.
Oh, I mean, there is one question I would like to ask him.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna look at him in the eye, because her eyes are closed, and there's also nothing in the sockets, but she's gonna, angle her head upwards. How tall is this man? I forget.
Like 6'2".
Yeah, she's gonna angle her head upwards, because she's, 5'2". Good foot difference. Anyways. I'm just, kind of looking at him and just go, so, odd question. Do you know of any elves in the Feywilds that might have missing children? Particularly an infant, with the same kind of hair as me? That went missing over 100 years ago?
Wow, what an overly specific question.
Well, the question is overly specific, because that is exactly what had happened. Tiny little infant elven baby, apparently got, swooped away and...
I know who you're talking about. That's you, isn't it? Oh my god.
Yeah, I only came to this realization a week ago, so...
And how did I not? God. Ugh. Veldrin just, puts his head in his hands. Yes, I know the people who lost their child. I was there that day. I was too busy fighting, trying to get everyone into the gate, that I didn't notice that there was something else there that took a child away. And when I got through the Feywilds portals, I didn't hear the end of it. Went back, never found you. I checked the ocean, hovered over it for hours, but... Seen you drowned.
I mean, for what it's worth, I don't blame you.
Those were the only elves that refused to enter the Feywilds. When they learned what happened, they stayed. So, I don't know where they are now. I was too busy in the Feywilds. I was trying hard to get the settlement started, to make sure that nobody else died. I tried to convince them to come with us, but Genesis came back for them, then I don't know. I can't tell. For now. But from what I could tell years later, they wouldn't even have much to live on. I don't know.
Where do they stay? Was it anywhere in Ethos?
It's in Ethos. I haven't been there in centuries. While. Sometimes I'd visit in other manners. Doesn't really pertain to you lot. Did in another time, though, in another place, but the name wouldn't ring a bell if I said it. And it might be fully gone for all I know. Place is a prime spot for the Pantheon to get in. So, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean... Names are names. If you know it, might as well say it.
Sepaternum. It's not gonna ring a bell. It's an island. South of Sunder. Head down and that's where it is. Where I
How do you spell that?
Sepaternum. Sepaternum.
Okay.
And it was where the Elves originally settled in Imperial Plains here, before we fled to the Feywilds. I was the first elf, and the first elf with magic. It was a settlement of knowledge and magic and power. Had a lot of teachings that I didn't want the rest of the warring world to know. So, there was a bit of a contingency put in place. If people started to attack Sepulturnum, everyone besides the Elves would forget it entirely. Now, some people are stronger than that magic. Gods, for one, would remember. And, of course, Genesis knows. But, you know, it's one of my biggest failures. Not really a place I enjoy thinking about. Especially the fact that I left two grieving women stranded there. I never went back for them.
I'm gonna say this out of character. I wasn't Sepulturnum mentioned back at the monastery.
Sepulturnum was mentioned in the Halloween one-shot.
That's what I thought.
No! Oh, never mind. Because the name sounded familiar, so I was like,
It might have been. I might have.
I take it. Maybe? Yeah.
Veldrin just goes, if it's alright, I don't wish to discuss the topic further.
No, it's alright. I needed to know. You know, it's some odd form of closure. It's like when one of your closest friends shoots your dad. Yeah, it's closure's weird.
To you?
So the whole, you can tell I'm missing some specific features.
Hold up. Veldrin pauses. Ooh, brutal.
Yeah.
Pat on the shoulder. Better off dead, though.
Hold on. Alright, give me a second. Rolling a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah.
What's my modifier?
This'll be curious, though, if you learn Veldrin's fears.
That is right below the mark. That is a 9.
Ooh. I'm gonna say that this is, like, about where Thrux appears as well, where Thrux runs back to the child. And it's right when you see Veldrin's arm, like, land down on Lelee's shoulder. And none of you are quick enough to intervene or warn Veldrin about the new curse. As Lelee, you feel a jolt run up through your spine and up your system. And, for a moment, you see this island. Presumably from what you just learned, Sepulturnum. And you see it burning. And in the sky, there is a black, inky, flaming void of a man above, and you can tell that it's Genesis. And you feel each of your bones aching, you feel like you can do nothing, you feel the flames in the air. Feel just how much magic you've put into it. And then after that, you feel the years of isolation and the fear of people dying over and over again. You see in a flash thousands of time loops over and over again. You see thousands of timelines where you have died, your friends have died, thousands of people have died. And suddenly you're back. And the chatter of everyone in the sanctuary returns to you. You are now frightened, fight or flight.
Yeah. I think in this situation, probably just after the, like, weeks of fighting, part of me wants to punch him in the face, but logically the reaction...
You can punch him.
I'll just give him a fun little unarmed strike.
Alright, roll to hit. Okay, I know Veldrin's AC.
Yeah, I'm like, this is probably not gonna hit, but my attack bonus... 7. So not 7, 17.
Okay. Unfortunately, right now he has magic shield up.
Yeah.
So he like dodges out of the way like really quickly and such as the like fist right past him, and he just like while still having his hand on your shoulder, he grabs your wrist and slowly puts it back into place, and then just like holds your hands and looks at you sincerely and just goes, "You weren't meant to see that." He pats you on the head and is like still gonna keep his hand there on your shoulder and just go, "Oh, Thrux has joined us. Look at that." You guys see a very little Thrux.
Would it be safe to say I'm like the size of Chloe right now or something?
Yeah.
Thrux, and we'll turn to Thrux and say, "Wait, Thrux, what did you get off
What
to?"
the fuck is that?
She's gonna... previous grievances with Veldrin put aside, she's tapping the ground looking at Thrux like, why are you a baby?
Gonna do a sass contest with Veldrin? Doesn't work for you.
You're stupid.
Yeah. Well, you knew this. You're not just finding this out now.
Sorry about almost punching you, Veldrin. I've more matters. Tiny, why?
Veldrin is laughing now.
I thought today was a good day for you, Thrux. At least when it comes to smartness.
Is any day truly a good day for him?
Fuck.
No, he is the height that he's at.
I'd say he's like 3 feet tall.
I'd pat you on the head if I weren't worried about you being terrified.
Can I spin him around?
You can.
Wait. Where are Doug and Mia?
Oh my god, true!
Can I? God. Hold on.
Thrux just goes, yeah, uh-oh.
Can I like tell where Doug and Mia are by just tapping the ground?
Yeah, you know also where they are. Like, they've been there for the last few hours. You probably talked with them at some point.
Okay, I'm gonna hurry over.
So excited to see you.
Determined look on my face.
Lelee, you stomp over to Doug and Mia. Oh, hey, is there anything we can help you with?
I have the most amazing thing that you would love to see.
Chloe's sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Either way.
Doug just like pats her on the head and just goes, "What's going on?"
Okay, just follow me. It's nothing bad.
It doesn't seem bad.
But she'll lead him back to Tiny Thrux.
They slowly get up, and Chloe is just gonna look forward and just go like, "Can I come? Am I supposed to come?"
You can come. It's kind of funny.
Oh, she starts running. She starts sprinting towards the area with determination on her face.
A tiny pirate costume.
Yes, he is. So, Thrux, do you want to try and hide, or are you just standing there? I mean, Triao probably has you.
At this point, Thrux is literally to face palm because we haven't modified my intelligence. I am literally Thrux as he is in a small body.
Veldrin falls back onto his seat and continues eating his hot pot, amused.
I look at Veldrin eating his hot pot and go, "You know, I hope you choke on it."
Owen will look at Thrux and say, "Thrux, maybe stop, back talking to Veldrin so much."
Yeah. No, I'm just in a mood. Sorry.
Veldrin eats a little bit of some like steak and such, and just goes like, "Would you like me to turn you into a baby?"
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
You hear like right behind you, Gordon.
Ah!
What's going on?
Tiny.
Doug is gonna walk over and just go, "Oh, you haven't been this small in years."
Ross just looks at Veldrin. You explain it. You do it.
Veldrin eats a little bit of lotus root. No. Mia like cups you by the cheeks and just goes, "Oh, I remember you being this small. Oh, man, I wonder if we still have some of the old clothes. Oh, I hope they didn't get burned down."
I'm not gonna be like this forever. I hope.
Remember his Hallows Eve Oh my gosh, the Hallows Eve costume! Oh, we have to go find it. Oh, we can't get back. Oh, we can't get back to. Next time we're going. If you're staying this height, we gotta put you in the Hallows Eve costume.
That's why I left.
Chloe is staring wide-eyed at you, and she points at you and just goes, "Short."
I'm normally pretty damn short.
Abnormally short. You're like a pea.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
She's just continuously tapping her foot on the ground to see it, just like, oh my god.
I'm gonna look at Veldrin and say, he is gonna go back to normal at some point, right?
Veldrin is just gonna like lean over to you, Owen, and just go, 50-50 chance.
Neat.
Well, I hope those odds are in our favor.
Can Thrux have heard this?
Yes.
And goes, please.
Hey, don't worry, the other percentile is turning you into a baby. Mia just goes, "Oh, you used to be so cute when you were little. And you still are, my little munchkin."
I look at Veldrin. How old am I right now? Physically, mentally, you know.
Well, if I were to estimate in lizard folk years, I'd say that you're about 2 years old. Oh. Chloe just goes, "I'm older than that."
To Chloe. I'll forgive that one.
No, I'm the oldest sibling.
You can't do anything about it! You're so tiny!
I look at Lelee, who I know can't see me, but I go, thanks!
No problem!
Ooh, oh, guys, get ready, get ready. Veldrin snaps his fingers to quiet you all down. Okay, in about 30 seconds, we're going to see if we get baby Thrux or normal Thrux.
I think there's gonna be a dice roll inside this. Uh-oh. Thrux is said,
Alright.
okay, and if things go wrong, what happens then?
I hope you all like changing diapers.
No!
And Thrux.
Uncanny dog this.
30 seconds pass. And everyone is staring and like waiting in silence. Chloe has her fingers crossed and just goes, "Please, baby, please, baby." And in a moment, an instant, your body feels rubbery, malleable almost, like you're about to change in some way. Do you say anything before this happens?
Ah, shit.
You return to your normal size.
Oh, thank God! Thrux just looks around.
Aww.
That was almost really funny.
Owen will say, "Man, I want that kind of power. That's hilarious."
I can teach you.
Owen says, that would be very funny.
Thrux looks at Owen. Please, buddy.
Have you heard of the spell Enlarge Reduce? That would be a fun one to learn.
I mean, hey, listen, Thrux, it'd be great for getting into small places. Let me tell you that.
Okay, you make a valid point. If we're trying to put some actual use onto this,
Guys,
sure.
Guys, I think I'm
I
gonna
look over.
Yeah.
I go look over at Doug. I look at Doug again. But when it's used to make them relive their glory years as my parents, maybe this is a bit more awkward.
Ona's gonna look at Thrux. Do you want to do something else fun? I could cause you to do something fun.
You're gonna do it anyway.
And cast Temporal Stunt on Thrux.
What does that do?
What is that?
Thrux did not turn into a grandpa. Thrux turned into a child. Temporal Shunt. What does Temporal Shunt do?
You target the triggering creature, which must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or vanish, being thrown into another point in time and causing the attack to miss or spell to be wasted. At the start of the next turn, the target reappears and then closes its unoccupied space.
This dude disappears, goes to the future, finds out what a Nintendo Switch is, and comes back just like,
Alright, Thrux, Wisdom
The
save.
target won't remember casting the spell or be affected by it, but still.
he gets back and he's holding something like this, just like
7, by the way. I got 7.
Oh, you're gone. You're gone, Thrux.
So you guys all watch as Thrux just like Thrux's body like wiggles for a second and then he just and vanishes.
Where'd he go?
I'll be back.
Just 1 second. Tell me, is Veldrin having the time of his fucking life right now?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I think everybody is.
The streets are dark. Street lamps echoing, bellowing down on the city. Been a rough week, but 5 bodies have dropped dead in the streets. We've been trying a long time to catch this killer. Agent Thrux, you've been in this field for a while. Got any idea who the culprit might be?
You're gonna have to catch me up on this one. I kind of spaced for a minute. You know how I can be. Especially on bad days.
I get it.
Right?
You're so deep in your mind palace, thinking of every single possibility.
Don't Sherlock me.
Here's what we know.
Don't Sherlock me.
5 victims. 5 days. Our theory, by the end of the week, everyone from the Montgomery family will be killed.
Montgomery Gator? Anyway.
Are you William Afton?
At the moment, there are only a few kids left. We're gonna do everything in our power to save them. But the killings have been sporadic. It's been different methods every time. All corresponding to the kid's favorite activity. Timmy, smashed over the head with a rocking horse. Can't believe they turned something so innocent into something so deadly. Johnny, trampled by his own horse. Why would his horse do that to him? Why is this family so obsessed with horses? The third, boomeranged by a horseshoe, right in the face. An imprint was left in the body. Saw it myself. It's there. It pounds in my chest like a galloping horse. Another, Sally, speared to a wall, bust of a unicorn. Who would do that? Sacred creature.
It's it. I have a hunch what it was. It was Tedador.
God damn it. Might be right. Solved another one. You have to thank you.
No.
Thrux reappears in front of you guys.
I don't remember any of that, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't remember.
Yep.
For a moment. For a moment, you feel a cigarette hit your lips and smoke fly out. It's another case saved. And for a moment in the distance from the sandcastle, you lock eyes with Ducky, who gives you a knowing nod.
Because I had a cigarette, can we say that I just suddenly start blowing smoke? Like, I reemerge and I said,
when Thrux reemerged, just and there's just smoke everywhere.
Oh, the worst!
What the fuck?
Kill him?
I think he went into
I feel like I'm gonna.
a forest fire. Forest fire in the future. Oh my god!
Look, I don't know what he experienced. All I know is that he got sent to another reality.
What the? How do you make me exhale smoke? What do you do?
Editor, huh?
Maybe it was another reality where you were a dragon.
Ooh, oh my god! Maybe you were a dragon!
Tedador?
Dragon.
What the fuck is a Tedador?
I don't know, something stupid, probably.
Yeah, sounds stupid. Sounds very stupid.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Sounds
it'd want to marry something.
This is references to another D&D campaign.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds just as stupid as the name Roofer for some reason.
Maybe like calling someone the
Scorp is
Jarl.
fucking dead.
God, we can't keep doing these inside jokes, guys.
The
Sorry, I had to make the joke. It was right there.
The Jarl is watching. That's all I'll say.
No, he's not. This is
Like
my world
from-
right now.
Like
Oh,
from
no, the Jarl is watching.
is that the one
Me
character
playing
from
Kirklands right now.
We'll see. But yeah, no. So you
don't
guys are back.
understand. Jarl's always watching.
Mia just looks around and just goes, "Well, thank you for the entertainment. You keep having fun now, okay?" He pats you on the shoulder, Thrux.
Okay.
They all walk away with Chloe.
That was
Well, this
fun.
has been a thorough train wreck.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
I think we've been having a great time.
Come
I don't know
on.
what we were here for originally, but
Down
hey!
on the ground.
I mean, hey,
Down on the
listen.
ground.
If you want to punch me in the face, be my guest.
I will
Just
say,
be warned.
Speaking of things you guys were originally here for, I think... Okay, Benny's drunk. Okay, well...
He does that
hand-
sometimes.
I'm gonna hand it off to you guys. Benny asked for some Curse War records, and I'm sure that's for everyone involved in this whole situation, so... There's not much left, but on a serious note, he pulls out from his jacket, like, this large stack of parchments, and is going to hand over some records to you all. Goes,
Ooh, are they
Here's
vinyl?
what I dug up.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry, guys.
It is for the people at home,
I will.
it is called The Fallen, the Battle of Eros. And there are basically a bunch of death records of those who have died or gone missing in some way. Alongside this, there are a list of generals and officials, as well as a list of deployed spies and their current status. So, I will give that to you guys if you want to look through that sometime. And that's about that. And Veldrin will just go, "Well, if there's anything else you need from me, I'll be here. Not magic stuff right now. I might have accidentally gone a bit too far." He coughs out a feather.
Yeah, you take it easy.
Will do. That was funny, though.
Yeah, that hip was funny. I think it was funny.
Just imagining the party just holding the papers up and just like looking at it.
I can't read.
I can't see.
Well, that's your problem. No, it's not actually. But if you touch it, this is made with special ink. If you touch it, it'll translate to whatever language you can read and display in your head. Just in case.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if,
Standard.
you, what if you can read all languages?
Then it'll go to your native tongue. The one you're most
Good for you,
comfortable with.
special boy.
The one you first learned, basically.
That is not interesting.
So you're reading it as lizard folk, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is for you guys if you would like to read it. If there's anything else you guys want to say to Veldrin, let me know.
I don't think
I've
it's
gotta
something
learn
our own to say right
Rail.
now.
What do you say, Snarp? There?
Oh, I don't think there's anything left for Odin to say to Veldrin right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not for me either.
I think we all had a great
Oh.
experience.
I will turn to him vaguely, and just like, sorry about the whole memory thing. Can't remember much of it right now. Missing your eyes means the curse goes from your eyes to something else. And mine just so happens to be, if I touch somebody, I can feel their fear, vice versa.
It's not a problem.
Okay, just to warn you, if you ever brush shoulders with me, and it's like skin-to-skin contact, like in a sport called football or something.
I'm thinking of another type of skin-to-skin contact, but maybe that's just my mind. Wow.
Oh, okay. Anyways, you have a nice night. Don't cast any more magic.
Will
Please.
you
Not
guys start
till
to
you're
walk away?
rest. That's all I want to say.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
How
You guys then probably start to turn heel and head to your next endeavors of the night, but as you begin to walk away, Veldrin will quickly stand up and just go, wait. He kind of he walks towards you guys, and his lips are trailed into a thin line. You see his eyebrows raise a bit in sadness, and he is going to kind of cross his arms a little bit uncomfortably and look down at the ground, and then he kind of tilts his eyes up and just... I've seen millions die. I know the look in your guys' eyes. I'm sorry for your loss. Wilfred was good. Good to me. Good to everyone. I wish I had more time with him, but he's watching over you now. Stood? Make him proud.
Roger that, Veldrin.
It's not my news to bear on Grailed. Word is gonna spread quick enough. Memorial should be held, and opera service should be arranged in due time. Visit him, if you can. You're now the closest thing that man has to children. If you can. If you can.
I'm sorry, Will.
Well, we've got to eventually.
I've lived to see so many people age and die. But when you really get to know people, you feel like never go. Feel like if you hold your friendships close enough that you'll be young forever. So as long as you're there, you couldn't. It never gets easier. I'll break the news of Vulcan roses for you all. Sorry for bringing the mood to low. Go enjoy yourselves. He'd want you to. A good kid like that.
Alright.
Yep.
Have a good night.
And the Thrux says nods. Yeah.
You too.
Veldrin goes and sits back down and just sighs to himself and puts his head in his hands before immediately perking back up with a cocky smile, but every so often he looks away and sniffles a bit, rolls his neck. It's obvious he's not doing the best right now, but is kind of keeping it in. Well, what are you guys doing at the fun party?
The fun party!
First thing I'm gonna do is look at Own. Go. Should we maybe at some point talk more about these really strange visions you had? I'm honestly surprised you didn't mention them at all.
I mean, they're just, it's like your intelligence dropping randomly, Thrux, I think.
Yes, but my intelligence really does drop.
Well, I mean, they're just things, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say here.
All I'm saying is, I'm surprised you didn't talk to Veldrin more about your history.
Well, you saw what happened when we mentioned it, Owen says very, very, very quietly to Thrux, Genesis, to Veldrin. I don't think probing for old history was a good idea right now, especially after I made that mistake at the start.
I suppose you're definitely right on that end. I just am nervous. Why my dice stick go into food? Anyway.
No! Over the crowd, you hear a voice in the distance going, Nibble! Darling!
Oh! Let's go!
And you see running past you, is an Aarakocra lady, a brilliant beige-feathered mourning dove. She's dressed in a frilled white blouse with a white bow cravat around her neck and a sky-blue vest jacket over top. And pinned to her jacket, you see a beautiful handmade labradorite pendant, like etched and carved to resemble a mountain with white quartz peaks. Excuse me. I've been looking for my wife. Her name is Nibble. She's a cuckoo. She's about this tall, and she's in possession of eggs. I haven't been in Wolvenshire for the last few months, and I've been trying to get in here. Do you have any idea where I could find her?
Hell yeah, I do.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Okay. Would you point me in the right direction? I'm in a bit of a hurry here to find her.
Here, why not go with us and
Okay. Of course, I'll come with.
and let's go medical.
Okay.
Hi, by the way, I'm Lelee. These are my friends.
Hello. I'm Query. I'm an Aarakocra. I'm a distance trader. I work in stock management and trading across the lands and such, and I run the business side of Nibble's operation here. I've been off doing a shipment when Wolvenshire closed down. I told her not to set up shop here. Anyways, sorry for weird introductions. Query was my name. I believe I've heard about a group of adventurers that Nibble likes. If you know her, I'm going to assume that might be you.
Yeah, we're
our first impression was pretty bad, but I guess you like it now.
We're the only long-running adventuring group that ever buys rocks from her for a good reason, but you know.
We're... Okay. So that is you guys. Then I trust you all. Are the eggs safe? Do you know of?
They had.
They're not eggs anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, they're babies.
They hatched.
Chicklets?
I couldn't even get to see it. Oh, it's fine. As long as they're okay. Was everything okay with the I don't even know if you were there, but was everything okay with it?
Yeah, so what? Everything was fine. Everything was
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were safe throughout the entire ordeal of what happened.
Thank you. We were worried about the batch of them and such. I have a couple of health difficulties here and there. Magic was involved in... You don't need to know the whole details of the conception of our kids, but I was worried about any of them growing too little or something, because Nibble and such was a bird previously. I don't know if... Okay. So, she walks towards the medical tent and just goes, in here?
Yep.
Okay, she runs through the door, and before you guys can even get in, you hear the excited, like, burly noises of them all reuniting, and as you guys push away, like, the tent, like, folds and such, you see as Nibble runs over to Query, and is going to, like, shove her neck, like, into Query's puffy neck feathers and such, and, like, nuzzle in deeply, and you hear, like, the sounds of happiness from both of them as they just embrace in a very tight hug and do a little like beak bump for a kiss. And just like touch their heads together for a moment, and Nibble like pulls back and just goes, "Kids! Oh, you have to see the kids!" And they quickly run off to the side. Nibble will like turn back around and just go, come look." And do you guys follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys see the little chicklets are wrapped up, snug as a little bug, in their blankets. And Nibble is going to look up and just go, "Well, we had idea for one name. We weren't expecting to egg. So this is going to be..." And she holds up the larger of the two kids with like the big brown eyes and such, and the raven kind of dove-like appearance, and just holds her up and such. She's still gently sleeping and just like... Just goes, this is Isabella. And this,
Aww.
she picks up the other one, is Wilfred.
Oh. It's horrible, but oh my god.
Query just smiles and just goes, hi. I'm so sorry I wasn't here. And Nibble just looks up and just goes, no, it's fine. I was okay. I had friends here. They are very helpful to me. Thank you once again. This is a big sigh of relief. Yes, it is. Very much is. I'm Kenku again. And I have babies. She holds both of them up in one hand each.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's that.
Babies! That's adorable, but also, ow!
Word is spreading about what happened. I want you guys to still use the rock I gave to him, the friendship rock. Because I know that you are friends of him, and friends of him is friend of me.
Was it the Familiars gem, or was it the other?
No, it was the floating one. Above the horns.
Oh.
One of you should take that. Made it specially for him. And, well, he has been a good customer. I hope you guys will still be my customers.
Hell yeah, Nibble, I will. I haven't been able to get any rocks, but you know, I'll do it in his honor.
Well, most of my rocks burns when the lava consumes Spring Bay. But I will work up on another shop soon. I think we're heading Yashendale next. That would be nice.
Yashendale's a great place to start a shop.
Very lots of so much fun stuff, and that's where I met you guys.
It is. Forgot
My
about that.
wife. And me.
That's adorable.
They're like leaning against one another. Well, it's so nice to meet you guys, and thanks for keeping my family safe.
Of course.
Absolutely.
This is my wife, by the way.
So we
I introduced
Yeah, we
myself.
met like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Oh, remember, if there are any pretty rocks, I want them.
Do I still have the? Do we still have the rocks that we got from the
Cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could start that. What's sad is that I gave her technically all the Tree of Life, but those are technically now all gone due to the lava. I just have one now.
No.
I just to like get her kickstarted, I'll pull them out in their little bag and just like
takes one out.
Like,
Exit a few times, just like a little. That is good rock.
it's from a volcano.
Oh. Fire.
You know, I still have my fucking statue cherry blossom. I'll just give her the rock.
All right. She will take that one too, and will also just like. That is a powerful rock. Oh, I'm excited to use it. If you want, I'll make something specially for you with it.
Heck yeah, go ahead.
Next time we meet. Great. I am tired. Nibble lays backwards and just like immediately like cuddling the chiclets just falls asleep right there and just. I'm gonna get some rest too, if that's okay.
Yeah, we'll give you your space.
Lovely to meet you all.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
All right, and Query lies down as well. Well,
Gay birds.
gay birds.
That's my gay birds.
Gay birds. Let's go. Is there anything else you'd like to do in Wolvenshire? Any loose ends you wish to tie up?
Adrian. I just need to talk to her, that's it.
All right, Lelee, are you gonna break off and talk to Adrian?
Yep.
All right, you break off. Adrian is currently like carrying a large log and such over to a settlement, and while she's doing that, she's commanding some of the Hellbrands to get to like certain positions. And as you walk over and such, she goes, "Oh, hey there!
Hello. I come to you with an offer.
I will take an offer, depending on the offer.
Well, you know the monastery we stayed in, everything was kind of going to shit.
Yeah, I don't think I had the chance to tell you, but I'm sure you figured out that we got attacked back there.
Yep.
She kind of she puts the log down and it like shakes the ground a fair bit, and she's just gonna go, you can't see, but he tore my anti-mind reading plate right out of my head, which, you know, I'm working it off, but I think I'll be back in business soon. She picks the log back up, because normally I'd be hoisting 2 of these, maybe 3, maybe 4, we'll find out.
Yeah, you're doing more than I could do.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
What was this inquiry of yours?
Well, it's a pretty good building. It just needs some repairs. I mean, a simple mending would fix a lot of the problems at work. And despite the issue behind the waterfall of religious fanaticism that you can easily ignore, I think it would make I'm offering you the place, basically, because I and my uncle are the only ones who currently really have a say in what happens to it, and I feel like he has other things to tend to. And I might not be back in Wolvenshire for a bit, but I want to help. I want to make it a better place for the people who come after me. Because I know how, you know, growing up here kind of sucks. And what you're doing with the Hellbrands, I want to help. And
She puts the log down on the pile and such that she was walking towards with you, and she turns to you and just goes, I believe we talked about how us Hellbrands were the ones who initially attacked your village under the assumption that it was a religious fanatic base, which
I don't.
It was, but I want you to be sure before you make that decision. I don't want to impede on your heritage or anything like that.
My heritage is built on half-truths and lies that I believed because I was a child. And now I think I want to put it to better use. Because eventually I'm gonna come back, so I might as well leave it in good hands while I'm gone, because when I come back, I'll do the same thing. I already told Mia that I was open to helping her out with her school endeavor. Hi, Benny. So have you met Mia? I think you have, right?
We've talked on occasion. I mean, mostly around the pagoda and otherwise.
Well,
so, yeah.
There was a small conversation about her wanting to start a bigger school in Wolvenshire, if I can remember correctly. I wouldn't trust my memory. But I think a building like that, pre-built, either would make a good base or something like that. Bye-bye. My dog. So.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I like the concept we've all thrown around about sanctuary here, but I don't see myself staying here. This is something that I don't want any of the previous guild leaders running, including the Hellbrands, including the Outlanders, especially including the Guild of Ethelar, but they're all but dead. Because
we made sure of that.
On closer inspection, turns out the only one in the Guild of Ethelar willingly won. Bit of a lonely guy, eh? Adrian
you should have seen his room. That was the epitome of that.
I'm leaving Sanctuary to the people. And I do need a new place to stay. You and I both know that I do care a lot about education. Most orcs here don't know how to read. A lot of people in there don't know how to write. I just want you to make sure that this is what you want for your monastery, because I am all in on the idea, and I'll start talking to me.
Well, you know what they say. My home is your home. So, even if you don't want to take complete ownership, do it in the name the real name of the lady I worship. You might have noticed.
Barilla.
Barilla.
I'm a druid myself. I respect her deeply. I'll take you up on this offer. I think it would be a nice place to set up shop. And it would be really nice to not have to teach a bunch of people to fend for their lives and rather get to teach them the fun aspects of defending themselves and, well, maybe a bit of magic, maybe a bit of math. Maybe I'm a nerd for liking that stuff, but hey. Fun. I like it.
I don't blame you. Come on. Listen, I know I used to skip out on lessons back when I stayed there, but math was always kind of cool. Huh.
Look, I come off as the tough sibling. I'm a bit of a nerd.
Well, the next time I'm in Wolvenshire, I'll, my lips are sealed. I'll teach you how to log roll if you don't know how already.
I would love that. Alright,
just
seems that we are in an agreement of something here. Thanks for all your help, Wolvenshire.
Hey, it's honestly no problem. I lived here, so I want to do it again. So I might as well just make it better.
And since the border's officially open, send us a letter sometime. I'll send you one back. Tell you how the school's going.
Alright.
Barilla's Academy. How does that sound?
I like the sound of that. I really do.
Great. Well, I'll get to work on it. You go work on having fun. Or whatever else you have next to do. See ya. Nice meeting you, by the way. I'll hopefully see you at either Hugo or Ellion. Whoever's getting married first. See you at the wedding.
See ya.
Alright, you walk away.
Lovely conversation.
Sorry, I woke up late.
Valid. I will say that Veldrin has officially given you the war records that you requested.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's in general channel if you want to look through it at any point, but you have been given the war records, and right now everyone is in a sanctuary in Wolvenshire that has just been set up over the afternoon, and we're tying up any loose ends in Wolvenshire with any of the NPCs. Because everyone's here. So I will say, once again, does anyone have any loose ends you wish to tie up? I will say at some point, you guys do hear from afar, as Veldrin gets up from his chair and loudly announces to literally everyone, I forgot to finish brewing a potion! Bye! As he vanishes from sight.
King.
So, I will ask again, any loose ends?
Yeah, I do. Well, Thrux is probably, after a little bit, was enjoying the party, but has probably at this point, kind of settled down a bit and is now, with Doug and Mia and Chloe. And the firebomb is Cooper. We haven't heard anything said, but I imagine.
Yeah.
And we're just, now I'm just like, we're kind of, I would imagine, like, at the outskirts.
Yeah.
Party now. It's so, it's been a while since we actually could relax.
That it has been. Mia has a little bowl of hot pot and such, and she just like scoops a little bit into her mouth and just goes, I'm just glad to see you, honestly. Without anything happening, without catastrophe striking, it's really nice to have the whole family together.
It's odd. It's weird to me, but I'm not anti it by any means. I just, you know, I never planned on coming back to Wolvenshire because, I mean, I didn't feel welcome back.
Oh. Doug looks at you and just, you're always welcome back home. Whatever arguments we've had, whatever differences, we're still family. Do still love you. I know out there are a lot of families that, you know, I I won't have a word with, personally. That one guy I'd like to have a word with, but he's dead. But...
Yes. I killed him.
That's my boy.
Don't blast himself.
But... you're still my son, and I have always loved you. And nothing's gonna change that. Same here. You're always welcome back home, okay? And never be a stranger. It was too hard losing you the first time.
I won't shut up and vanish this time. That was a stupid decision on my part. That was me not thinking ahead, or rather, thinking ahead.
Everyone warned us of the teenage rebellion years. Don't worry about it.
Am I gonna have a teenage rebellion year?
I hope not.
Yes.
It's not to look down at Chloe. Perhaps, but make it easier than me.
Okay.
I recommend that. Otherwise, you'll end up with missing an eye.
She looks down at her missing leg and just goes,
Imagine Thrux says, this is true.
My missing body
Anyway.
part is bigger than yours.
That'd be she's cooler. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I like the idea of Betty just like also sitting around during this family discussion.
Betty is popping around. He's making his rounds because he's essentially pacing with this document. Like he's pacing everywhere. It's like he's walking everywhere. It's like he's everywhere right now. He is on the walls. He's walking across the roof. Like he's engrossed in this document.
Oh my god, Egg. As he should be. He's just wandering.
Remember what I said at the top of the session that my lungs have been feeling weird?
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can feel your lungs? Dude, that's awesome.
The stagnant air advisory around here is
The air advisory is poor.
But yeah, no. Doug is just gonna like look at you, Thrux, and just go, you grown into a wonderful young man.
I think I'm gonna keep going with these people. That was my intention. My intention was just to find, well, my crew, which is, kind of. I have a feeling they're not gonna be leaving Wolvenshire for a hot second, because the boat, kind of starts. It's like, despite like it being terrible, so it's kind of last. So I kind of ended up destroying it with my friend.
Chloe just goes, I was there.
I just, Thrux says, I don't know what the frick this entire been.
Thrux?
Yes.
You're calling you that, not Leopold.
Thrux says, I literally pulled the name Leopold out of nowhere.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why was there a big sea monster at the boat?
There was what? I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
We got attacked by, one of the big baddies on the boat. The precipice, as they were saying.
I haven't followed along well with the whole, like,
me
gods
either.
aspect and such.
Yeah,
It's a little bit out of my depth, personally.
Yeah. Depth water. Yeah, we didn't die. That's the takeaway. We didn't die. No one died. The boat died.
Very glad. I am very glad. How about we just as a family never talk about dying ever again? That would be nice.
Thrux says, damn, no more. Realizes he cursed. Uh-oh.
What's a dam?
Mia and Doug
something that blocks
look
water.
at you, Thrux.
It blocks water. I'm like, damn.
Nice save, Jordan.
It's a river.
That doesn't seem grammatically correct.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. R. It's just my lamest R.
The kids outwitted you. Admit defeat. Benny walks by the house again. His document in hand.
I'm going to hang out with
Your cooler friends. Chloe gets up and follows Benny around.
God. At some point, Lelee just kind of starts walking next to Benny and, like, not glances, but tilts her head down towards Chloe, just like, so. How's that leg doing? Oh, I messed it up already.
Chloe looks at the leg.
I've always been missing this.
You have? Listen,
Yeah.
kid, I didn't meet you until, Alright, you're gonna have to bear with me. When did we meet?
Like 3 weeks ago, yeah?
The other day.
Alright, well, last time we met, I had eyes, so I can't tell.
Chloe just looks down at the leg.
No, my brother and I were both born missing limbs because I think what the doctor said is that we were like trying to become one person, but we didn't, and it didn't happen right. So when we became the two people at the same time, we didn't form the leg, and he didn't get an arm. So, but our dad's cool, so we got prosthetics.
Twins.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. So you like got into a fist fight with your brother as like, tiny, like, itty bitty?
I won.
Battle scars.
You
Nice.
did. I shouldn't say that.
I came out first.
Oh yeah,
never
no,
mind.
I'm a
I
winner.
can say it.
Back with Thrux said, and like me and Doug. So, yeah, I'm gonna drop lines. However, Thrux looked down at the fireball. I have to make this right as well. I'm not sure in my entirety what I'm gonna do yet, but I am gonna fix this if there's any way I can. Well, I can't do the impossible. As proven, I can get pretty damn close.
I know you will find a way to make this better. Yeah, and if there's anything we can ever do to help, please, I'm already trying to research it. So, I'll give you updates on our end. I guess is the question of, do you want to take Cooper with you? Would that be a better solution, to have him with you in case an opportunity arises, or would he be safer here? I don't know about the adventuring stuff, but just
The thing
whatever's
is,
safest for him.
since we're traveling, I don't know if it's safer. However, if there's someone who can specialize in it, and we're traveling, we don't have to worry about shipping a firebomb.
I would prefer not to send my son through the post. I trust the male spirits, but... Oh.
I think it might be safer if I kept the not safer. I think it might be more. It might be for the best. It might make things more easy to if I just kept firebomb for now.
If you find a way to fix this, bring him right home. No other stops. No big monsters. You're not taking him into combat. Ever. That's the rules.
That's the plan. I have no. Says, I don't want to fight any more big monsters. I don't feel optimistic that I won't. But if we never had to do it again, you know, I'd be okay with it.
I would be more than okay with it. It is pretty cool, though.
It is pretty cool.
Mia nudges him and just goes like, "Don't encourage him."
I mean, I did tell you guys about how I fucking
language.
So I was on a boat for like 3 years, and people don't want. You ever hear the expression "swearing like a sailor"? I'm so sorry. But
never move back in with us because your wallets are gonna be dry in the swear jar.
There's a swear jar now.
Yes,
I remember
evidently.
that one time. I remember when you once burned your finger. You swore more than I do on a good day.
You have to get it from someone. But that's between mother and son, isn't it? When did this happen?
It's a fishing trip. You were on a fishing trip. It was fine.
I thought we were like... You didn't tell me about this? I could have gotten 15 more gold pieces. No, look. We had a bet as to who was gonna break and swear first in front of the kids. I'll pay you 15. Thank you. And he's just gonna like hold out a hand to fist bump you, Thrux.
Thrux takes it. Oh, Thrux says, I don't think I've showed you guys this yet. So, we had, maybe I did slightly, but it was in the middle of, fire and hell. But I met a genie, and I made a real mistake of a wish.
You did what? Once again, I have to stop being surprised by this, but you did what?
Yeah. I made a wish to a genie.
That is never a good thing to do.
I look at Mia. You remember how back when I was still here and like I was young and you used to teach magic class?
And I do. You never paid attention.
It wasn't that I didn't pay attention. Okay, well, it wasn't that I always didn't pay attention. I also just never could get the handle of it. However,
I'm really good at catching your paper airplane.
I'll have you know, I also drew a lot of just random shapes.
And I hung them up on the icebox.
Yes, after I got in trouble.
I love your art. If you draw more, send it to me.
But what's this? Thrux is going to take out, he's gonna take out the rope this time, his 50 feet of rope, and so cast light on this as well. See? I can,
I sure do see it.
You can put out light, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, you can, I take it away. First off, ow. I'm not used to this. However, I can do it now. Thrux just seems like way too giddy. Where that's like, genuinely, he seems like if he was an actual child. He's like, see, I can do it now. You guys can say that I did good. I did good.
Mia reaches into her pouch and like takes a little bit of paste, puts it on the back of something, and reaches forward and gently sticks an A+ sticker onto your shirt.
Thrux just goes, yes.
And then says, and you get 3 golden stars.
Finally. But Thrux says, for now, let's just enjoy the time we have together.
Yeah.
Just for what we have left. Because
don't make it sound like you're about to go and die. Please don't make it sound like that. I've had enough. Oh.
I'm not gonna die if I die. If I died.
You're destroying
I don't know
what.
Yeah, no, I gotta stop this sentence. But yeah, that's about it for Thrux with his parents. So.
Mia looks over and just goes, Chloe, you can't take that much from the food table. You need to make sure everyone else can get some. And you see her walking
Lelee's
back
gonna,
over
like...
with a massive plate.
She's gonna look down at Chloe, who I'm assuming she's still walking next to, just like,
yeah.
Scatter!
Well, Thrux messages Chloe, because he's a brat. Messages Chloe, here's the trick. Say, they're not gonna take it back if I bring it back. I have to have this now.
They're not gonna take it back if I bring it back. I have to have it now.
Mia looks at you, Thrux. Honey, I've heard you say the exact same thing before.
Yeah, maybe it just runs in the family.
Don't think I don't know the message spell. I taught it to you, remember?
Yeah, but I couldn't do it then.
4 gold stars.
Alright, Chloe. Let's just, back away slowly.
Chloe is shoving like a whole bits of lotus root into her mouth, just like, ow. And back.
Can I have one of those?
She hands you one.
She'll take one.
Alright, once again. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I mean, I feel like I'm obligated to check on Hazel.
Hazel is also off near where there's less crowd and chaos happening, and he's currently playing in the sand with Pecan, and has built Pecan a little sand hut, and Pecan is like crawling in and out of it right now. So when you come over, I'd say that Ellion's over there too, with Genesis is off a little bit, like further off, but Ellion's been keeping an eye on him.
Can I say that Owen's been around, so like continuing to keep an eye on Genesis?
Sure, Owen, you're probably also making one of those sand forts and such with this squad.
No.
But you guys are like they're padding away at sand castles and such, while Owen and Ellion are watching Genesis, and Hazel is lovingly watching Pecan with like the widest eyes imaginable. Like, he doesn't want to blink and lose any moment of it. But he does look up when you appear and just goes, oh, hi, hey. I think what I was being messaged about was the fact that you saved Pecan.
Nod, but they kind of do like the motion of, you know, like how people say middle, like
Come see, come saw.
like that. Yeah, come see, come saw. You guys do that, and then I guess they're gonna sit down because they don't know message yet, so they're just gonna draw Thrux and try to draw Sharpay.
Sure. Hazel is just gonna look down and just like nod, and is gonna point at them both. Okay, I know that that's Thrux. Is this one Honey?
Shakes their head. Draw fire next to it.
Thrux again? I can't tell with the features. Thrux but with hair?
No.
Has Owen overheard?
Yeah.
Owen will message Hazel. They're saying Sharpay.
Sharpay. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't a slight to your drawing, I promise. Pecan stomps all over your drawings as he, like, walks by and looks up at you and just goes,
Ah, boy.
and waddles back into the sand fort.
He was like, okay. They just give a thumbs up. But they just keep, I'm not sure what they would do, because they're just mainly just there doodling away. They're just wanting to check on Pecan mainly. I guess to see if they're okay. But I guess for now, they're gonna just sit next to him and just see if Hazel will speak up, because they're just gonna...
Hazel's gonna rest, like, a head on your shoulder and such, and is just gonna sigh and is just gonna go, I don't think I've gotten used to the not hearing thing. Well, I guess I can hear something. Just ring.
And this is the pain of having internet that falls out constantly.
Just hear a ringing. Still, really wish I could hear his first words, or his voice, or goes to singing recitals in the future, or something. I know it's not a bad thing to not be able to hear. I know there's millions like me now, but it's a jarring change, I guess. So, just, I guess, bear with me. That's a joke. Yeah, I see you're laughing. Hazel's like kind of like softly kind of does a smile that's also a bit of a frown and just goes, I'm really glad though that I got to hear your voice a fair bit before this happened. So, what are you doing?
Great.
Why on the pillow?
Baby. 'Cause he's baby. Stinky baby man. Stinky stinky.
Stinky, stinky, Stop it. Calm down.
I would point to my dog, but as you can, I had to kick her out.
All right. Yeah, the floor is yours, Triao.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if they have any parchment, because seeing how Pecan ruined their drawings.
Pecan's a safe distance away now. Plus, Hazel could just pick him up.
Okay.
You're out of the child disaster zone.
They're gonna okay. I think the drawing they're gonna do first is try to draw themselves and then Hazel.
Hazel identifies them correctly. Aww.
A heart above it, and then I'll just write down. I'll learn message so you can hear me once more.
Hazel looks at you and smiles, and there's tears in his eyes, and just goes, "Thank you. Thank you. I'd love that. I really would." But...
And then they're just gonna swipe it away, the sand, and then write down, and if Pecan has magic, message as well.
Hazel will just go, can't say that I'm magically gifted. Not sure if she was. Maybe? I think I've seen her cast
a shrug.
I don't really care about contacting her, though.
Wait a minute. Wait, does Hazel even know about my druid shit?
No, I don't think he does.
Oh my god. I don't even think I have any, like, things to show with the shillelagh, because that's the one I want to show really badly, but...
Shillelagh does, like, have an effect and such. It makes, like, things glow.
Glow. I think I'll do it with the sawfish, because that's what he gave it to me.
You hold up the sawfish blade, and it alights in this green, like, mossy energy, and moss starts to crawl up the sides and such, and kind of just, like, little particles that look like fireflies buzzing around it appear, and Hazel just goes like, "Oh, is that like druid stuff?"
Yeah,
Ellion
shakes
looks over.
head.
Is it what? Ooh! Ellion rubs his little hands together. Druid craft.
Give a thumbs up and just say, point to themselves, and slowly says, "Learned it."
Huh. Well, that's really interesting. I mean, I don't know druid stuff. I'm not a big magic guy, but I mean, you could like grow a tree. That's cool.
Shake head. It's like, I don't think so.
Maybe sometime you could grow a tree.
It's nods. It's like maybe. But they just like point to Pecan. Is like it just shrugs. It's like they could.
Yeah, I mean, I think druidry is a teachable art. Ellion just nods and is just gonna like look to you and just go Triao and just go like, yeah, no, to my knowledge, like wizardry and druidcraft are both really teachable stuff. So Pecan could absolutely learn. But that'll have to come with age, because I don't feel like if Pecan learned message, we would constantly hear blah 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 in our heads all the time. Pecan walks over and pats Ellion on the face. Yes, hello. You are very little.
Well, that would be great to hear, either way.
Yeah, not to mention, I believe, Ellion nudges Own. I believe Own knows message as well, so you could probably do, like, teaching with one another. I think Thrux does, from what I could tell from his new magic stir, so you got a lot of learning
he messaged me once.
Yeah, I think Thrux has been just messaging people. Well, I don't know how he is today, but I think, you know,
he does it on chance, you know. I once got one that I think was meant for Sharpay. It was really odd.
Almost as every now and then he'd send a message that would decide to be a dice roll.
But I mean, I definitely know methods if we want to try to teach. If you want me to try to teach you.
I would appreciate it. I think it would be great, but I'm not the best at learning things, so. But we can try to see if it works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do it.
Maybe in the future. But they, for a split second, they're just gonna intently look at Owen. Really?
Well, how do you do teaching like that in D&D? I've never actually done anything like that before.
How I do it is, like, it takes a couple of long rests to fully learn a new spell like that.
Well, okay, so matches is a cantrip, though.
That's the thing. Cantrips are hard to learn. I mean, I feel like you could probably sacrifice a cantrip you have right now for it. I feel like it would take more than the normal amounts of nights, and I'd only really let you learn this extra cantrip. I mean, I'm down to just homebrew it and, like, let you guys learn it and such together over the, like, span of a few nights.
Yeah. I
mean... Let's go team learning.
Yeah.
Team learning!
Owen is definitely willing to teach, so...
Excellent. Alright, I guess once again, I will ask the question here. This is about the last, like, I guess I'll call this his last call. Is there anything anyone wants to do in Wolvenshire?
I don't
think I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think Owen has anything to interact with people, at least until we're, like, actively leaving.
Doug makes prosthetics, right?
Yes.
I'll ask him just some questions.
Okay, you head over to the Doug Thrux Mia type area over here. Probably with Chloe in tow, who is like, still eating through all of her stuff. Mia just like goes like, "Can you not eat the rest?"
I totally can. I just need to rest my tummy for a bit.
Just put it over here. We'll eat some of it too. And
sorry for unintentionally babysitting your kid.
All right with me. Welcome to the party. Doug gestures at like Thrux and Mia and
whoa!
Such.
we're having. Thrux is kind of like.
Are you okay down there, buddy? Are you drunk? Do you need some water?
Drunk? No. Exhausted? A little bit.
Okay, take a nap. I'm gonna.
You can't tell me what to.
I'll knock you out, Thrux. Do you really want to? Me?
Okay. I'll take a step back.
I meant take a nap, ding dong.
You know what? If you guys want to talk, have fun. I have someone else I need to talk to before we leave.
All right, Thrux, you get up and head off. All right, Lelee?
I don't know what he's so freaked out about. I don't punch that hard.
Please refrain from punching him in front of us.
Right. Sorry.
Alright.
Anyways, Doug, and she's kind of like making a guess as to which one she's looking at right now. But she'll go like, well, I know like prosthetics can't really make it work again, but I was gonna ask you, could you is there something I could do to make it look like I actually have something in my eyes as opposed to they're just being empty sockets?
Yeah, glass eyes are usually a pretty good solution for that if you want to get some of those. I mostly work in metal. I'm not sure if it would be safe or if you would want 2 balls of metal in place of your eyes. I could do it if you wanted to have that type of look. Would be interesting. Never thought of doing that, but I feel as if that would be uncomfortable. Glass eyes are usually the way to go. From what I know about them, you would put them in every morning and such. You clean them routinely, sanitize them throughout usage, and it obviously won't give your vision back, but it is enough to fill sockets.
Yeah, I know it probably doesn't look the prettiest.
Oh. If people have a problem with that, then, well, they're obviously not very open-minded. Look, as someone with, like, 2 kids with a bunch of prosthetics here and there, I don't take kindly to people who treat it as a scary thing when people are missing something on.
I can't tell either way, so it's never been a big deal for me. Fun fact, I didn't know Thrux was a lizard folk until at least a good month into us being a party.
We all are lizard folks in this family.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Fair.
There is no hard way, I just ask. But it's a bit more embarrassing than looking and going, yeah, that's a lizard.
But if you did want a solution for, or just like generally filling your sockets, then I would recommend glass eyes. Those seem to be the best bet.
Alright. If you ever find out a way to make metal eyes more comfortable, let me know, because I can get you any ore you need. All it takes is a tap in the ground and some digging.
I mean, you're a vampire, right?
Yep. I think there are a few of us around here somewhere from Adrian.
You should be relatively resistant to metal poisoning, considering how much iron intake you have.
I mean, monks are also just resistant to poison in general.
If you have resistance to stuff like that, then the only thing I would say is, and I think you would know this, being a vampire, but keep out of water so that it doesn't get rusty. But, I could easily make you some metal eyeballs if you were interested in the look. I think it would be an interesting fashion trend. Not that
it'd be pretty cool.
Fashion. I think it would too. So, you know, if you'd like me to whip those up for you, I very well can.
I'll stay in touch with you.
Yeah, send me a message or a letter or something along that line. Once again, mail borders are open. It's been long enough.
We got the letters open again. Speaking of, I'm kind of worried when we get our mail.
Oh yeah? You expecting a package?
Me and Sharpay join we own a casino in Yashendale.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm kind of worried. I don't know if Thrux understands the full extent of that, because, you know, he was a pirate. And part of me thinks he might be a little bit mad about that, because I killed a bug.
Mia just, like, looks up and just goes, "Are you talking about the pancake casino?"
Yeah, the pancake casino!
Oh, wow, we were actually planning to go there on a vacation one time. We're not big gamblers, but just a fun thing. You know, like one of those trips around Pinkett and such, seeing all the sights, the lights, and trading a bit and around.
What does that mean?
You'll learn when you're older.
I mean, speaking of the casino, it does make a lot of money, and I did bring it up with Adrian, but I'll bring it up with you, Mia. I know you mentioned wanting to start a school.
That I do.
I offered Adrian the monastery because Adrian is big on education in Wolvenshire. I know you're big on that, so I figured I mentioned it to her, so if you want to talk to her about that, she's... Sure. Casino can fund it.
Yeah, I'd love to, honestly. I think, after all that's happened, and it's been years, it'd be nice to get out of Shark's Harbor, so... I think I'll take you up on that offer. I'll have to talk to... Adrian's the really big orc one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I can't remember what color she was.
Like, I believe she has albinism and such, just like very pale skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. No, I'll talk to her about that. Sounds good. But
right,
thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah, and thanks for talking to me about metal eyes and stuff.
Of course, I'm now very invested in that idea. Metal eyes.
I mean, if you want to get magic involved, Hazel is a bone blacksmith. Ellion's into metalworking. I don't know how long they're gonna stay there, but...
I'll look into it.
I'll see you around. I'll make sure Thrux isn't eating dirt. In the metaphorical sense.
Oh, he would do it literally, too.
I feel like I've seen him do that. Damn it!
Alright.
As Lily walks out, she's gonna, like, turn towards Thrux. She's like, have you ever eaten dirt before?
Thrux is, like, looking for someone else. And, like, from other people. He turns around. You know, I can't... Low intelligence days, I don't remember the best. I'm not gonna say no. However, I would not do it willingly on today.
Tempest is like appears behind you, Thrux, and just goes like, "Oh no, he's eaten dirt before."
Okay, when you force me to eat dirt, that doesn't. By any
Okay,
chance, are you guys...
no. There was sand. There was the time that you decided to eat. You attempted to eat the plank of wood that recently fell off of the. But you tried to eat the mast once on the ship.
I say these are
You did swallow.
things.
You swallowed a gold piece whole. That was not on a low intelligence day.
That was
during
that
dare.
was a bet.
That was
a bet. I won that bet. I got sick, but I won that bet.
Yes, I do remember it well. That was 3 gold pieces of mine down the gutter.
Literally, I ate one of them.
Down the gullet, more like.
But Thrux will turn for Tempest. Is the crew by any chance together at some area?
Yes, actually, most of us have well, we've kind of accumulated around the alcoholic side of the thing. We're around where the bar is. Most of us are dancing right now, and I was just about to get myself some food because I have been working all day.
I will not be do you know, no, I don't want to give you more fodder to tease me.
No, please, no, continue. Tempest, like, falls in lockstep with you.
Okay, so, you know the normal thing where, like, when I have, low constitution, I sometimes would, start... I almost died on coffee. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I think I don't remember the alcohol days.
Yes, I am resigning my want to drink.
I have so many good stories to tell your friends. But I'll
Oh,
hold
don't
off.
tell my parents. Don't tell my parents.
Your parents? I had no idea.
Oh yeah, they're just over there.
I'll
Fuck.
be back.
Oh,
Tempest runs off.
Really?
I'm having the time of my life, Thrux. I'm so glad we're friends.
Thrux said, it's a hell of a day. And
I'm not gonna pass you on the shoulder, because then you're gonna run away screaming, but no, I'm doing it in spirit.
Thank you for not touching me. No, because of your curse, not because I don't. Anyway.
I understand. Please. You're making it worse for yourself, buddy.
So, Thrux is gonna walk over to where the Ragged Reynards have, like, gathered.
And
it's
you hear a sea shanty. It's one you've heard hundreds of times. Everyone's clapping and such in a circle. The whole group is there. And currently in the middle of a dancing circle, you see Aoife just straight busting it down.
Seems like we're all having fun. Thrux says, probably walking in next to Adi.
Okay, Adi is kind of like quietly watching and just goes, "It's nice seeing the crew this lively. It's been a while."
I mean, yeah, it's probably been not the most fun to be around right now because of, you know.
No, but luckily we all managed to find each other in one piece. Kyros is even here. Kyros is clapping along with the beat and such, and waves at Thrux and such, and that's when about everyone just goes like, "Hey!" and such, and points at you.
Thrux gives an awkward death. Kyros, he's a little bit still, like, he knows it's because of one and everything. But a part of him is still just a little bit because of taking Chloe and everything. Thrux is still just a little bit awkward. He's not angry, but kind of awkward.
Aoife's gonna walk over to you and just go, so the big hero finally decided he's good enough to hang out with us.
I don't know if I go as far as to say good enough, but...
What, you're saying that we're worse than you?
You see, I seem to have tumbled into a trap.
That you have. You never tangle with a fae.
How about another she-shanty, everyone?
I mean, I could strike another one up, but by the looks of things, somebody got something to say to us, so why don't we all join hands, sing Kumbaya, and then, you know, tell each other our problems or whatever's going on here?
I've missed talking to you so much.
Oh, I know you have. And I've missed your face. which has been presumably blown in half since we last met. Good lord.
Grenades. They're kind of wonky.
You think you'd learn that after being blown up by them so many times when we've invaded other ships, but you know.
In my defense, I didn't typically eat them. There was the one time that I almost did, but
You did what?
Talk about that.
You're going out there eating grenades. I thought you had enough with all the dirt you've been eating when you've been low intelligence. The dirt, the sand, the plank of wood. You tried to eat the mass that one time, the gold coin.
First off, that was a bet.
Yes, that was somehow on a day where you were rather smart, from my memory.
Yeah, I was, you know, yeah. But, so, I suppose there's no easy way to say this, but, I'm gonna head off.
Aoife holds her hand out, and about 5, like, everyone in the crew hands her 5 gold pieces, and she pockets them slowly. What a surprise!
But I'm gonna learn how to fly so I don't walk on the ground as you try to ruin the bet.
Aoife is just gonna smile and just go, we were talking about it, and, well... Congratulations, you know? That's not even supposed to be sarcastic, but genuinely, no. We're all about going off to greener pastures around here. I mean, the ship's life is not eternal. I mean, you'll probably come back to us eventually, once this whole quest is over, but, you know, we'll still always talk about you, and you will still sing to your name in the sea shanties. You're a good pal, and those people over there, they're obviously your type of crowd. Go see the world. Get off the boat for a while.
That's
odd.
the plan.
Kyros is gonna, like, pipe up and just go, yeah, no, seriously, it's completely alright. We've been talking about it for a little bit over here. We've come to the conclusion on our own, but I think it'll be a nice change of scenery for you, you know? You've always had bigger, grander pastures in your mind compared to the rest of us, and you're making quite a name for yourselves compared to us. Kyros, are you on his side that he's better than us? Because I don't think he's better than us. He's eaten dirt, a plank of wood, sand.
I don't think I'm better than you guys.
Oh, we're just
I'm just simply trying to do what I can to help the world, and that isn't always easy. But that is what I'm trying to do.
It's a noble ambition. Dante, like, pats you on the shoulder.
So, I'm gonna disembark, per se, here. And see what I can do. We have one bob in the water, at least, I say, looking over if I can see Genesis at all.
He's, like, far off in the other side of the place in the outskirts that you can't get a good look at him over the crowd.
But is it safe to say I kind of look over,
yes,
like, in general,
the direction.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be maintained, especially after what I've seen. Some stuff that I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm very concerned about. And
Dante.
then I have this other one that has this mysterious eye that I don't. Anyway.
Dante just, like, looks at you and just goes, just remember, though, if anything happens, you'll always have a home on the ship. Well, when we get a new ship.
Yeah, Thrux awkwardly said.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
I'm trying to not make jokes about it. It's how I go.
Ah, that's fair. We've been joking about it all night. Bastard crashed in the river. Tempest is gonna have to dive down and get all the individual pieces, because we're not spending that much money on another ship like that. Adi looks up. Yes, we are. We're getting another ship.
Thrux says, I'm sure you guys could recover maybe something. That being said, I don't know if I want to go in those waters again. That was a real dark hit.
Adi looks up and just goes, we'll have it sorted. Turns out, one's memorabilia can go for a pretty penny nowadays from rich bastards, and, you know, that's basically... Make sure
you clean it. Make sure you clean it. I have seen that fucker's bedroom. Holy shit, guys.
Adi looks at you, Thrux, and just goes, we're actually thinking of selling them unwashed to some richer folk.
And just goes. Good on the hustle, I guess.
Adi just goes, you joined us for a reason.
I did join us for a reason. I do know how we operate. I forgot about... Anyway! But, you know, I didn't just want to dip without...
Is that why his room was so stinky?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna want to sterilize your hands for like 3 good months after that.
I'd hate to see what that guy's into. Bastard.
I know. I saw some cut off faces.
Ooh.
That was fun.
We should really start a bet on this. On what will be recovered when they dig out the rest of the remains. I'm sure there's some creaky floorboard in there. You lift it up and it's the treasure trove under there.
Or just a bunch more gross, grimy dirt.
I could see the guy getting off to that, honestly.
Oh no, God, you what?
I'm just saying, the guy's a sick bastard. It's better off he's dead, because now we don't have to deal with thinking about the fact that he could be, you know, rustling his Jimmy out there.
And Thrux goes, over at you. I know this one. And he goes, so sorry. It's disgusting. Horrible. I hate.
Yeah, no. Good luck on your new adventures, Thrux.
Thank you. What? I said. Yes. But yeah, I didn't just want to dip without like saying anything. No. I just quickly look around and say, I hope no one will place any bets that I wouldn't leave without telling you guys, because you just lost that bet. And I feel like there'd be a very big wage.
Aoife holds up the gold pouch from the... Calm down. Oh my god. So much is happening. Aoife holds up the bag of the gold pieces that everyone was giving her and just rattles it around and just goes, I'm eating rich tonight. I think I'll have a nice steak platter with some black truffle oil on it and let's get myself some nicer shoe shining while I'm doing it. Get myself in a nice jacuzzi tub. Maybe you guys can massage my feet. That'd be great.
Because yes, this place, Wolvenshire, absolutely we're set up to give you a jacuzzi right now. That's absolutely.
Aoife points over to the hot springs. Actually, if you looked around anytime soon, not that you could with your lack of depth perception now.
God, I like to imagine the rest of the party is just like sitting just like a few feet away, just laughing hysterically.
But
supportive friends.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we'll probably meet again at some point. I doubt that.
And if we don't, we'll meet you back up in hell when we all kick the bucket.
Listen, I have this idea of a great heist. There's this casino I know of. That is it. That is
Heroes leans forward. Pancake Casino.
Pancake Casino.
We've had our eyes on
casino.
Listen. I have an inn. I have the perfect inn.
We'll send you a message when we plan on attacking.
Sounds good. Dang. Does Thrux have a hat on right now? I don't know.
Yeah, he does have his hat on.
Thrux just kind of tips his hat and goes, "Be seeing you," and walks towards, honestly, back toward Doug and Mia.
Most people salute and give loud goodbyes.
Have a round on me, I say, have a round, not on me, have a round for me, I say to my, walking away.
Thrux, the only alcohol we have out here was that bottle of rosé that we all drank and dumped.
Thrux says, Don't find alcohol. They're always able to find alcohol.
They're gonna make it, aren't they?
Oh, in worst case scenario, absolutely.
There is a Bulette loose in the party.
Oh my god, it's the baby Bulette!
It's the
from all the way back when.
The Bulette puppy is
Bulette
loose.
He's fast.
Alright. Well, the mid-noon, soon begins to turn to night, but the lively partying hardly slows down instead. The platter of food has expanded beyond just the hot pot, with large vats of stew being brewed within large cauldrons. There's bread being passed around with fresh butter. Ellion has had his fair share of it already, the classic bread lover Ellion. There is steamed fish, ginger beer, a rice dish with fruits, shrimp, and a mango curry sauce, a platter of way too many egg rolls to count, fruit pies, tangerine salads, and a massive pig roast. But as people are piling their plates high and the dances continue en masse, the ground begins to rumble. And people freeze in their place. The deep seeds of trauma are felt in the air as parents grab their children, some back away, many are frozen suddenly. The band stops abruptly, and there's just movement about. As, for a moment, the tension in the air is so thick that it feels like the apocalypse all over again. And from the sand, the ground, begins to displace, and sand kind of, tunnels inwards like a sinkhole is opening up. It's far away enough not to disturb any of the recently erected buildings or anyone preying off in the, outskirts of the village. I'd say the closest person to it would be Thrux at the moment, Thrux and Own. But, people still back away with shaking knees as the Pangea emerges, its massive body wriggling from the sand with a loud train horn whistle sounding out through the encampment. As around, this large, muscular, serpentine creature slowly begins to curl its gargantuan mass around the encampment of Sanctuary. You watch as crawling out of one of its rib-like windows, the Conductor walks right up the side and clears his throat. He waves his fingers and his voice cuts through the tension. Worry not, this creature is a friend. It means no harm. We're simply here to pick up your heroes so they can continue on their adventure. Go back to your celebrations. And you hear at once sighs of relief filling the air as the anxiety quickly melts away, and just as quickly as it went off, the band strikes back up again. And the Conductor walks up to the head of the beast and kneels down as the Pangea's head stretches over the crowd, where you guys are probably gathering up now. And it gently sets down on the ground with a huff of steam from the creature's nostrils. Hello, heroes! You've continued to make quite the name for yourselves. The whole world is talking about Wolvenshire's freedom. Word spread quickly that you defeated the evil dictator. Wonderful! How wonderful! Ooh, and the staff has been recovered too. I see. You all look like shit. Oh, and more new blood? He points towards Ryder. Truly, it feels like years since we've last spoken with one another. So many changes in the world. It's pretty chaotic. Quite a mess, but, it's nice to see most of you return in one piece. You guys can tie up any loose ends, but I'm sure you have everything figured out by now. But we'll be taking off quite soon, and you all know the drill. I wait for nobody. Oh, I'll go set up a room for the new recruit. Oh, and please come take all your guys' mail off my hands. The mail room is flooding in the back there with gold pieces. He smiles, and you guys watch as the Pangea opens its large draconic mouth, and the Conductor walks forward, reaching out to boop Benny gently on the nose with a smile, giggling to himself as he walks, around and into the creature's mouth, and it closes with a huff of steam at you all.
You got booped on the nose.
I know, but Benny's just he looks up for the first time from this document. He's like, huh?
Alright. Well,
Ryder is just looking, seemingly just, staring blankly at probably, the middle part of the Pangea and just goes huh. But doesn't say anything else.
It's a big worm. It's like a train. But do we have trains? We do have trains. It's like a train, but a lot bigger and alive.
you get the sense he has no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about. And Ryder just
Well,
goes
that's
quiet.
fine. I'm doing my best.
All right.
Well, I guess we're almost ready to leave, huh?
We'll be back soon.
Well, I really hope. Cause I'm gonna assume Ellion's gonna take care of Genesis for the time being, since he's the last person I saw with him. Owen will look at Trio and say, I think Ellion probably is very responsible and can take care of Genesis.
Hopefully, he is responsible. Hopefully.
Well, I don't think I have much else to do here, so whenever you guys are ready.
I suppose, Thrux says, I don't really have much else I need to do. Suppose I'll just go and make my final goodbye for now. And that's what Thrux, obviously, he set back to give his final goodbye to Doug and Mia.
They give you a long, warm hug. Chloe joins in on it, and they wish you well on your adventure. There's tears, a lot of tears and such, at the fact that they're gonna be missing their child for a while. Two of them, at the very most. And, you know, through the little firebomb, Cooper is still reaching out to kind of make himself feel like he's still part of the hug. Ellion and Hazel
Thrux goes
also...
ahead. If I could quickly, Thrux hand the firebomb over to both Doug, Mia, and Chloe, just to quickly
They all hug
let
it.
him.
And Chloe whispers some goodbyes to her brother. Alongside this trio, you get hugged by Ellion and Hazel and such, and almost all the friends you've made along the way are gathering near the Pangea and starting to wave goodbye, and you hear cheering erupt and such from the crowds. People you've never met before are smiling and waving goodbye at you all. You hear thank yous, like, wafting out amongst the crowd. And you guys begin to board the Pangea.
Yeah, I think Owen does.
All right.
Yep.
And as you guys step in, you hear the cheering and such start to kind of grow faintly. Like, grow to, like, a faint hush and such as the ribcage-like doors, like, close up around you guys. And, the Pangea, like, lights up in illuminating lights when the party steps back in. And, Conductor looks at you all and just goes, "Oh, Pangea must have missed you all." Okay, is this everyone?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Is Wilfred
Oh.
staying?
Oh, he died.
Very not good tact, buddy. You got on to Owen earlier about what happened, and now you're doing.
Listen.
Well, I'm deeply sorry about that. Wilfred's a good man. Good man. Dead man. Well, I'll be in my quarters for the time being. Knock if you need anything, I suppose. Toodles! He vanishes.
See you later, Ted. Thrux says.
Not my name! You hear him call out.
I mean, don't we know his name?
You do. You have yet to say it to him.
I'll let him grieve for a moment.
Man, this is exactly what happened last time.
Yeah, Thrux
Give him a
not
moment.
so eloquently put it.
Just for a quick overview of letters and such, there's one I'm going to give to
Yay.
Ryder next session, but Ryder has one. And the multitude of letters that this mail fairy drags out to you guys. There is a massive sack of gold pieces that is dragged over. The little fairy is just like... as it drags it over, and just like... And,
Can Owen go to help and
yeah,
drag
sure.
it over?
It's weeks worth of payment letters and such, which are all just the same, like, copy pasted, like, thank you for continuing your support and continuing to be the sponsor, and, you know, your actions across the world have brought so much business to the casino. Your propaganda has been amazing. However, there is one recent letter, which is marked as urgent, and it's dated just 1 week ago.
it B-boop? Can somebody read it for me? Is it B-boop? Please.
Thrux goes over and said, "You want me to read it?"
Please. I don't know. Is it B-boop, Thrux? Is it B-boop?
He opens it.
Dear loving business associates, what hell have you brought upon me? A small man has been accosting me for the better half of the day, claiming to have put a payment upon the casino's billing. I am sincerely hoping that I have not been scammed in some way, but I didn't wish to lose my life. As such, I have taken funds out of your payments for the previous months to pay off the bill. If you take issue with this, then face the little bastard yourselves. Sincerely, Ripperstein Cupper.
So I can't really blame him. We've already got a lot of money left over. How much gold?
3,500 gold pieces in total.
Which can be evenly distributed to the party.
500 per person.
Yep.
Thrux just looks over.
You can have 500, Thrux. I'm not gonna stop you, because I know you're just gonna take it either way. Also because, like, I was gonna share it anyways.
Thrux just goes, the rich.
I'm gonna give half this money to your mother, Thrux. Listen to me, Thrux. I was currently having conversations with both your mother. I'm not having any other kind of conversations. It's more of a business thing. And Adrian on the idea of starting a school in Wolvenshire, of which this money will fund.
Shit.
You little pirating bastard.
So I may or may not have told some people that your casino is a target to heist from.
Thrux, why would you do that?
Thrux, I'm gonna start having a lot different conversations with your mother if you do not explain.
Listen, you've seen the Ragged Ridders. They're not.
I have not, Thrux. Thrux, I want you to look at my eyeless eyes right now, right here.
Thrux goes, okay, look straight into the eye holes. I may have fucked up.
It's fine. Ripperstein, I'm not gonna lie, he sucks. On the other hand, I gained ownership of that casino through a loving bug that I accidentally squashed. Also because, okay, I will admit that I may have done some unsavory business practices to get where I am, but there are no laws in Pankits, therefore you cannot convict me. I did nothing wrong because there is nothing wrong.
I race you. I lived in Wolvenshire.
I also lived in Wolvenshire. We grew up in the same country, Thrux.
You think I know of laws? All for themselves, one for all.
You think I know of? We just killed a cannibal, Thrux.
A passerby on the Pangea walks by and just goes like. And one of the doors for one of the side rooms open up and just goes, please, it's 9 p.m. I have to get up early.
I'm sorry. We just killed a cannibal, Thrux. You think none of us. Wilfred was our moral code. So now that he's gone, we're just a bunch of lawless idiots. You, in particular, you can't play the I grew up in Wolvenshire card on me, you little idiot. I've been alive for 100 years. I've lived in Wolvenshire longer than you have. I'm pulling the same card that your little sister pulled on you, but you're missing eye.
Can Triao just walk by and just say he also lived in the fucking ocean and just goes to the room?
That's the biggest L I could ever see anyone take. I don't even know what that means. Living in the ocean.
Triao, you just walk into your room.
You know what the ocean is?
I know what the ocean is, Thrux. I'm allergic to water.
Oh,
you don't know
what? You don't know what it.
No, Thrux, do you remember the story about the fact that I, as a baby, washed away in the ocean?
What is Owen doing during all of this, by
Yeah,
the way?
the moment the story gets mentioned, Owen just like tries to distance themselves from this conversation.
It's fine, Owen. I'm past the point of grieving. I'm making jokes about it. It's okay.
What's Benny doing, by the way?
Benny's he's just watching, honestly, like, this is just unfolding. He's just like, he's got that disappointed dad look on his face, but he's still a little distracted by the document.
Yeah, Owen's watching, one, because it is kind of funny, but two, because Owen wants to stop them if they actually get a level 2.
Thrux looks at Lelee. Listen, yes, he's still talking. I believe all of this, and I know this. I'm just saying, you're doing something good, therefore you don't deserve what I have preemptively put upon you.
What kind of hero complex do you... I shouldn't ask that question. I shouldn't ask that question.
Well, all began when I was very little, because...
No! No!
Hey, hey, you guys are, hi. TL just like, wait, Grant, ooh.
Which
TL.
one?
It is TL. TL just looks at you all and goes like, welcome back. Been a while. Everything going okay in your guys' group life together?
This little gecko wants to play the I grew up in Wolvenshire card on me.
Okay, yeah,
I did grow up in Wolvenshire.
Okay, going right over my head here as an outlander.
Listen,
okay. So
I grew up more
I've recently
You're
been.
old.
I'm sorry to say this. I've recently been instated as this security officer of the Pangea.
I'm not gonna reveal.
I'm gonna have to say that if you guys need to fight, then you can do it down in the wine cellar. If not, then hey,
Hey, I'm not gonna hit anyone.
Okay.
Listen,
okay,
I'm gonna tell you right now. The only thing stopping me from punching you right now is the fact that you would run screaming.
Please, I will stick a dragon on your asses.
I can make sure they're separated. Thrux, come with me. Owen will kind of grab Thrux's arm.
Okay,
Alright.
as he's walking by, puts a hand on Lelee.
It's getting rather late. I am
Psychological warfare!
I swear to God, this is psychological. Teal's just looking at you
I
guys.
got a 10 exactly. You can't touch me, little man.
Teal like looks at you guys back and forth and just goes like, "Okay, this is not the vision of mine that I thought we were gonna go with today, but it's the one I will take." All right, you know what? Just like
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What?
Visions. I got visions, man. First.
Oh, you guys have never met TL. Previous argument forgotten. This is TL Knives. He's a buddy from the Outlands.
My ambiance just made an angelic choir noise when you said this is TL Knives, and I find that so funny.
TL, this is Owen and Thrux.
I'm the lizard.
Okay.
Yeah, Thrux is the one who I'm not on speaking terms with right now.
Yeah, I can speak to you all I want. You just don't speak back.
Okay, so I guess just like heads up.
Oh, you're covering your ears.
Okay, since you guys are new passengers on here once again, I just gotta tell you guys that recently we've had some quality of life updates on here. So he's just like gonna reach into his satchel and hand you guys all like a bunch of parchments and just go, we've officially got a shopping catalog so that you guys don't have to hear the shopkeep say the descriptions of every single item and then, you know, have to have it repeated the whole time. So basically, you guys can just take a look at this catalog and head on into the shop and buy whatever you want.
TL, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but I can't read these.
Okay, well you can have, you know, maybe you guys could sort out your differences by reading a nice shopping catalog together. Can you hand one of these over to your dragonborn friend and such who went into the other room?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
when they wake up.
Excellent. I will say the bar is going to be closing for the night soon because recently Graham has been taking a bit of a vacation. We've been setting up our kind of a vacation together. So he's been taking a bit of time off work, and Smiles has been in charge of the bar, and, well, needs her cat nap, so bar closes a little earlier now. So I guess just
from Triao's room, yes, hero. Fuck.
So I guess if there's anything you want to get done before the night washes by, then I would go ahead and do it now. Anyways, if there is any more trouble, I will hear it. I have a dragon.
Don't worry, I will prevent there from being any more trouble.
Okay, thank you. I already like you.
You touch me, I'll bite your arm again.
Thrux looks at Owen. Owen, I think I really messed up. I think they're actually gonna rob the.
Tiel is just gonna go, okay, I'm gonna leave you all to it and just take those shopping catalogs, have a good time on the Pangea. I have to say this stuff now. You already know me. Just, don't get yourselves in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Anyways,
thank you.
He tips his cowboy hat, walks away.
Owen will say, alright, are you two gonna keep fighting or should I take Thrux to his room?
But you putting us in timeout?
Thrux just looked at Owen. Now I can see why you were left alone for so long.
Oh, Plo! Dude, all I want is for you to stop sicking your pirate friends onto my rich friends. I only have one of them, and he's not even my friend. He just pays.
Alright, Thrux, I think you need a nap. And we'll pull on Thrux's arm to lead him to his room.
Alright. So I will leave it up to you guys if you guys want to do a very quick shopping trip for the rest of the night. If there's any items you want to pick up, or yeah. I feel like it is a bit too late in the session for a bar moment, but we can do that next session. That's the pog part of being on the Pangea.
I was gonna wait to go on a shopping trip until later, because I don't know if the other party members would want to be there.
Valid, but I will leave it up to you if there's anything else you guys... If there's anything else short you guys want to do to round off the night.
Yeah, no, my short stuff... I can just check on the animals real quick, because we have too many.
No.
You head off to the stables, where Snakey is delighted to see you back there. Snakey hasn't seen you in ages, and they're flicking their tongue a little bit in happiness, and they reach out and they lick your head a little bit just happily and kind of curl around you in a little snaky hug.
Let's go. I'm trying to see if I have anything in my inventory to get to Snakey for fun.
Give him a little present.
The only things I have are everything is rotten food. Because the salmon that we got during the fucking time glass, I'm pretty sure was rotten.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess it was dead. It's not rotten yet. It's probably gonna be rotten tomorrow. And that's up to you if you want to save it to chuck at Harrison's face.
I mean, I still have the fucking lizard that was also rotten still. I still have those in my pockets for fun.
If you want to throw that at Harrison.
I also still have... No, I think I'll throw the rotten heart at Harrison at this point.
Great.
I'll give the salmon to Snakey.
Alright, Snakey lops up the salmon in one bite and rattles their little tail happily.
Let's go. Is there all the other animals? I don't even know. I'm just gonna say hello to all of them.
Oh my
god, wait a minute, I just remembered! Turns back to Snakey. Speak with animals.
Let's get it! Snakey is going to look at you and just goes, "It's been such a long time. I'm so happy to see you, my favorite owner."
I'm happy to see you too.
I love my owner so much. It's been
I
so
love
long.
you too.
Love the fish.
You love the fish? Oh, hopefully I can get more stuff for you.
Yes.
I got a new arm. You want to see this?
Pretty arm.
I know. Let me think. What should I... what has been going on? Just tell me something quick, for fun.
Recently, there's been some drama in the back here.
Really?
Yes. Bartender, the usual one, not the kitty cat, has been talking to the owner's place. They've been upset at one another.
Oh my god, that's so much drama.
Exactly.
He did?
And then the bartender left. Like nothing had ever happened.
Okay, well, this drama just became really concerning. You know.
I know.
Yeah,
So
okay,
every time the crooked conductor comes in, I snap at him.
You know what? Keep doing that, actually. It kind of deserves it sometimes. Well, thanks for letting me know. You know, that's kind of fucked up.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you, Snakey. Thank you. Well, I'll say hello to the rest of your friends down here. You know, I hope you guys been well.
We have been very well.
Good. He's gonna get more animals, so I hope that the conductor doesn't kill us. Let's see, what else? I guess nothing more down here. I hope you have a great time, great night, Snakey.
I will.
And whenever the next time he comes in here, just go, bah, you know? Scare him. That's a good boy, I think. Are you a boy? I never really told.
I am a boy.
Okay, you're a good boy!
Beautiful boy.
Beautiful boy. Well, get a good night's rest, Snakey.
I will. You as well.
Thank you, Snakey.
They wave their little rattletail goodbye. Alright. So I will quickly leave it here. If there is anything else quick anyone wants to do.
I think I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's gonna happen now is you guys are all gonna hear like a little on your doors.
Alright.
Is it you, Own? Because I'm still in here.
Nope, it is me, the conductor.
Oh, Ted! I opened the door.
Still not Ted. Still not Ted.
Jeffrey! Wait, I feel like I should call him by his real name and throw him off his groove.
He, did you say that in character?
I can?
Nah, we'll leave it out of character for now. Well, I guess I'll throw the question out to you all on where exactly you plan on going next. I don't have a lead on the next artifact, which I believe is the last one. Getting very close, guys. But just wanted to ask, just where are we headed next, so I can set her out and we'll be on our way.
Well,
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Do you know sign language?
That I do.
Okay. I was just wondering, because, you know, something you feel like you should ask everybody these days.
Indeed.
That's signs. Cool, Ted.
Lily doesn't have message. I was gonna, like, ask
Not
somebody if they
Ted.
wanted to use his real name. Ted Jeffrey.
Not Jeffrey. He's gonna look
Gerald?
at you all and just go, no. Well, if you have a destination, then I would like to know.
Well, I just started and looked at everyone. I mean, I have my own personal idea.
Do you guys
But there
need a moment to discuss? Because I can give that to you.
Yeah, probably. It's a complicated, you know.
Okay. He does a gay little walk out of the room.
That's a gay little walk that pisses you off.
That's his real name.
He peeks to the door, like, after an awkward pause where, like, you guys breathe in to start a conversation. He's gonna, like, lean back. Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, that's a ceiling grimoire.
You said that.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-oh! We're rolling!
He pauses and stops instantly in his tracks. His tail flicks behind him, almost like a flinch. His eyes dart at the ground for a moment before he straightens himself up, obviously trying to look less startled than he actually is. Who told you? We're gonna end this session off here. Oh no! You said the G word. Grimoire.
The other one.
G-Man.
Oh no, not G-Man! Not G-Man!
I guess we're gonna have to pick this up next week. Oh no. Oh boy. Let's go through some closing remarks, shall we? Lee, Kiki, Kiki.
There are so many words that we're not allowed to. We should probably have like a word jar, not just a swear jar. But every time someone says either G words, the W word, you know, all of those, you just put a piece of gold.
2 G words right now.
Genesis Grimoire.
Genesis. Grimoire. Yeah, we're having a fun time.
Gamer. That is another G word.
Oh my god, gamer.
Alright, Snorp, closing remarks.
Nice name drop, Thrux. Nice name drop.
I like the idea of the entire party just going like.
It's like, who wants to say it?
Yeah. It's like,
Egg, closing remarks.
I definitely was a bit more chaotic this session than I planned to.
Fair.
I have reasons for that, but I apologize if it's been a bit jarring.
No, listen,
it's been great.
I was gonna, if you didn't know ASL, I was gonna fingerspell to someone real name, ? And then if I got an affirmative answer, we'd go from.
But yeah, this was a fun session.
Thank you. Okay, and Eon.
Uh-oh, hey. One day I'll learn message.
You deserve to. Hang on, if Hazel turns into a bear... No, that wouldn't work. You speak with animals.
No, I would not.
And crime.
G-Man from the hit series Half-Life.
No way.
No way. No way.
Oh my god. Okay, tune in next week where the party deals with the consequences of saying the G word.
We've done that so much.
We have.
Oh no.
Alright, goodbye!
Bye!